You got it. Don't worry about it. Just wait a couple seconds for it to confirm. Can everybody see me? I can't see everybody. Hello? Someone's taken me hostage! They put me in a room! It's very red!
Probably should have waited a little bit for this to start, but you know.
Alright,
so that way Lalo can have time to get in here to, you know.
Yeah, we'll wait a second. How's everybody doing?
This is the most ghetto shit ever.
This is awful.
Yeah.
This is not great.
I can't see anything.
You have Top Chat on.
I can't, it automatically starts.
I know.
I gotta check. I can't see.
Oh, right, because you're blind. I forgot.
Okay, that's live chat.
There you go. See, you do. Let's see.
Varathia, would you be so kind to post it?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Don't forget to leave out, like, leave in the part where we're cutting his hair immediately.
What's the episode number?
31.
Because I was also planning on, like, doing stupid shit, like, giving you different hairstyles and cut it down.
Just the big bald and the old dude with the long hair. Yeah, let's see how that looks. I'm sure that'll be great.
Fucking amazing.
Alright. You ready for this, Josh?
Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
You're the one
I'm as ready as it'll ever be.
I don't know how.
Gentlemen. Hello, my name is Keen Decker, and I'm here to invite you to an evening not like most others. An evening where 4 streamers are pitted up against one another in hopes of fame and fortune. Will one streamer rise to the top and unlike fortunes like no other? Or they all fall victim to the horrors of Marth Dungeon?
Damn, I didn't know you did that every time.
Yeah, I do it live on stream. You know, who needs videos when you can just reproduce it? But hello everybody. My name is Keen Decker. Don't worry about what's going to be happening in the background. It's part of the Patreon. We reached our Patreon goal, so the hair has to go by. I'm very sad to see it go, but you know what? I'm even more sad for this episode because it's going to be filled with a lot of trauma. All right, let's do this.
Yeah, the trauma of you losing your fucking hair.
Let's do this. I'll try to hold it.
I was just saying, because like maybe if we just like lean it all forward and try to shave it back.
Is that a good idea?
No, it sounds like a terrible idea.
Yeah, it sounds like you're gonna execute me.
It sounds like a terrible idea. All right, fucking, because I don't know where.
Okay, I'll just
You know, sit on the bed so that way I can.
You know, it does seem like you're at the headsman's block, huh?
Okay. Can everybody see? Fuck, what happened? Okay, that was...
Sitting there holding a box, catch his head, chop it off.
Now sit straight up. There you go. So that way when I cut it, I can cut it straight into the fucking garbage. And the vacuum cleaner works, right? For when we have to clean up all this fucking hair?
Yeah, it's not here though.
Alright, you ready?
I'm scared, yep.
Are you sure?
Oh god, I'm ready.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Okay, we're going. Man, this feels so wrong. I can't tell you how fucking wrong this feels.
The look of sheer terror. Looks like he's gonna fucking cry.
Can you give me cornrows instead, please?
What the fuck? I don't know how to do cornrows, my guy. Holy shit. You know what, though? You got your fucking money's worth with this fucking razor. I'm gonna be honest with you.
It's a really good razor.
Yeah, it's a really good razor.
It's like... razors.
So how's the trauma going?
He's slowly becoming part of Black Veil Brides. Let's go.
Oh my god, you put your hand through my hair, there was nothing there.
Yeah, it's kind of how cutting hair works, my guy. You realize this is gonna take a minute, right?
Yeah. If you guys are watching this VOD, just skip forward.
We won't know.
We're not gonna post a timestamp for you, though. You gotta figure that shit out.
Yeah, you might have to skip forward like 20 minutes, but it's...
Oh, shit.
Yeah, 10 minutes of haircut, 10 minutes of King crying.
I feel like you could have actually done something kind of cool with like shaving the sides and leaving like the middle. You're gonna look like you're homeless though because I'm a terrible barber. Can't laugh because if you make me laugh, I'm gonna probably fucking do something bad.
What does that mean? I'm gonna hurt you bad.
the entire time.
I'm being held against my will.
Shit. Look at that transformation happening right before his eyes.
Oh my god, do I look like Skrillex?
One half Skrillex, one half American History X. Let's go.
I see bald on one side!
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Do I look like...
Okay, I didn't miss that. Okay, I was like, wow, that's just a giant clip of hair I missed. Oh man, yo, your head's gonna feel amazing though. I forgot how the buzz cut feels. We'll just leave like a giant thing in the back.
Is that a good idea? I think that's a bad idea.
What are you talking about?
Oh my god, my head feels wet. I mean, like, cold, but wet. Oh!
Huh?
I can't see what chat's saying, but they better not be racist.
Let's see. Give him the cool
Yo,
Prince undercut
you
for
look
a
like
second.
Michael
Look,
Schofield
if I knew
from
how to do
Prison
any kind of,
Break.
like, hair anything, it's almost like it's the first time I've ever done this in my entire fucking life. But Keen definitely got his money's worth on this razor. That's all I'm saying.
How does it feel to be fucking Velcro?
I hear giggling. What's wrong?
Because you're making goofy ass faces.
Science project gone wrong. Fucking hair still hanging in there.
Is it?
Bro
is
is
it
literally
too
on the
far
verge
to
of
slap it and make a
sobbing.
sound?
Alright. I mean, I don't know how much you want me to fucking try and touch it up, but...
No, just get it gone.
Cause, like, you're gonna need to get it touched up.
Okay. How close do I look like Jack?
Check.
Jack from, I almost said Mortal Kombat, from Mass Effect.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, jeez, hang on, there's like a bunch of missing hair in here.
I probably look so fucking bad. I can
You don't
feel
look
it.
bad, actually.
I can feel the bad upon me!
I mean, you only look bad because you still have hair in the back. What's that all about, though? Okay, you have the fucking back.
Down pizza, what the hell?
I gotta. Oh, Kid, you look great.
No, I don't. You're a liar!
It's fucking Heisenberg.
Is that Narcos profile picture or is that System Freeze? I think it's Freeze.
Hang on. You get...
Why do I have one single hair?
Yeah, because it's behind your fucking ear, you dingus.
Take a chance on me.
Barathia, look in general.
You fucking do this, eh?
Because you're excellent. You're doing a really good job. Why is it so
What do you mean, why is it hot?
The razor's really hot
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
been fucking vibrating for like 3 minutes!
Oh my god, I think it's burning my skull.
What the fuck do you mean,
That's what-
why is it fucking hot? Do you not know how razors work, my guy?
I usually don't have to do
Why are you
this.
gonna do him like
I
this?
mean, I've never done it this long, so...
Oh, it's kink. It's kink. I can tell it's kink. It's a short name and it's purple in the background. I'm pretty sure it's kink.
Man, I am so sorry because, like, it would probably be fine. Put your hair back. I'm not done yet. I gotta fucking fine tune this bitch. Try to, like, even it out. And make
He's lining up his hairline.
And, like, the fact that I can only do it on this one side is, I'm sorry, you gotta put you this. It's just...
It's okay.
Oh, fuck, actually, we're gonna be my buddy Jay.
Oh no. Jay Uso?
My buddy, I don't know Jay Uso in real life.
Because if
Give
so,
him a fade, Josh.
Fucking eyebrow because you moved, you stupid son of a
I'm
bitch.
sorry, I'm very expressive in my eyes.
Yeah, well,
I can feel
Remove
your
the
fingers
eyebrow.
deeply ingrained in my head. Oh my god.
Eyebrow slit.
Feels like I'm...
what the... Bugs Bunny, shaving Cumberfoot's head, all the oils and shit. Alright, I think that's about as good as it's gonna get. You don't look bad, dude. Yeah,
He looks like a fucking different person.
yeah he does!
Keen Decker's entrance into Rikers Island.
Yeah,
Oh god!
yeah. Trying to get the hair off. Oh, your hair's gonna be... You might want to put a different shirt on now.
Yeah, you definitely want to change your shirt,
This
mate.
looks like a quarter of the fucking basket.
Let's look at the end result.
Doesn't look bad!
You know,
Nick
it's
Nick
better than I
A50.
thought.
I am gonna have it's gonna have to get trimmed up though because I did leave some like.
I'll go over and.
It's mostly in the back. PCs, shit.
Discount Tyler 1.
It looks good though.
Discount Tyler 1. I will fucking kill you. To sell me gas station meth. All right. This pink guy. Jesus. All right. What a bunch of jokers. All right. So, we last left off in Marth's dungeon. My headphones. I gotta bring them down now. I gotta make sure my fucking glasses are gonna stay on too. We last left off on Marth's dungeon with the second half of the harvest and party fights, and things ended up with a good result. The party ended up taking 3 out of 4 fights, and the Blue Sparrows lended support. And after some celebrations, some drinks, and some stories passed around, the party kind of settled in for the evening. Bavali was also asked to get a bunch of products for Mr. Temsathy, who asked him for, how much was it? It was 200 stone, as well as like a bunch of other items, but the 200 stone always makes me laugh. He's so shiny. Why you cut your hair, Keen? For the Patreon, we reached the Patreon goal. So I buzzed my head. I feel like this is what golfing courses feel. Like, golf courses definitely feel like this. Damn. Josh did
Hopefully
a good job.
that's what's irritation.
Mr. Keen.
I did-
400, we play golf on Keen's head.
No.
It looks like I did okay, but once you see the back, you'll see like little where it needs to be shaved out a little bit more.
You fuck up the back. Tell me honestly. What's it look like?
Oh, you can't tell from the distance, so that's fine.
Okay, good. All right, but yeah, so we are going to actually, we switch over screens here.
Oh, you look so much like my friend. It's so hard. Oh no.
Oh my god, it's from Walter White.
That's not where my brain went, but I can see it.
Kane needs to get a fedora stat.
Wait!
No, please, not the fedora. I do think fedora.
Get him! Get him!
So yeah, after all the kind of festivities, everybody ended up going back to the castle and sleeping for the evening. And is Mr. Lookdown? No, he is not in his chair. Okay. Oh god. Oh my god! Now I just look like a Mewtwo kicked over. Oh no.
Bro's got that Nick A15 look.
Oh, okay, my alarm's going off.
Never
again.
back down, never what?
Never what? Alright, everything is going wrong.
Dude, my fucking throat hurts. I've been laughing.
I own like 3 fedoras, so it's all good.
So, everybody has rested for the evening. And, Mr. Lookdown, Mr. Luca Danilo.
I'm here.
Running as fast as your legs can take you. Your lungs just depleted of air, filling up rapidly, depleting, filling up rapidly, depleting. You have been on the run for a countless amount of hours with Servia Daniels. Running through brush, very, very deeply, very dense wooded forests. And as you are kind of running away, you hear something in quick pursuit of both of you. You get split up about halfway. You still hear Serviad Daniels running relatively close to you, but not in eye distance, or eyesight, I should say. And after you feel like you're just not going to be able to run a single step further. you finally feel as if you aren't being tracked anymore. Very much so out of breath, you come to a clearing. And as you enter this clearing, you see, actually give me an observation check.
Shit. I don't know. No, I was trying to not. Grabbing. Come on. 18.
Just to your left here, up a little ways, you spot a blood trail, just kind of trickling, and it seems to be getting kind of heavier and heavier as it goes forward.
I'll slowly follow it.
As you start to follow the blood trail, you make your way past the trees to find very, very bright lights emanating from the direction of the blood. And as you kind of peer around the tree, yeah?
I look to see if I can find Serviad.
You need to look no further. As you kind of look just forward down towards this riverbank, and Serviat Daniels is on his hands and knees. He has 4 10-foot arrows protruding from his back. These arrows almost look like just massive javelins. They have wings upon them, as well as plenty of thorns, and it seems that they are firmly embedded into Serviad Daniels' back, and he is breathing heavily.
I do that, like, start slowly walking, and as it slowly turns into, like, an actual run.
You're very kind of strapped for air, but you manage to push your body just to go a little bit further, and you make your way.
I'm also bewildered by this feeling, because...
Understandably so.
Yeah, generally I'm like, wait a minute, I'm not used to being this inhibited.
You make your way to Serviad Daniels, and he kind of catches your eye, as he's just... Jim. I got them. I got them for you. Just like you asked. And he kind of, he starts to try to turn his body, and kind of fully collapses to the ground, with the arrows just laying kind of perpendicular, just right onto the ground here. And he reaches in his pocket, and kind of panics. And he says, they were here. They were here, chap. I'm sorry. The stones, did you see them?
I look to see if I see any stones.
Give me an observation check once more.
Natural 20 for 23.
So you look kind of all around you. You don't see anything up on the banks here, but slowly drifting off in the distance here, you see glowing 2 bright stones. One red, one blue. The river is kind of quickly just flowing down. It seems very, very rapid. And the winds are, I know you can't like really tell, but the winds are very heavily blowing.
I approach Serviad. What happened?
Something was chasing us. As soon as I stole the rocks for you, it shot.
The rocks.
What's that? Sorry.
Do the rocks ring a bell?
To you, let me put it to you this way. Yes, it does. To you, it kind of, it's something that's very important to you, that you and Serviad had planned, to steal. He managed to get them for you, but he kind of just lifts up his finger towards the river. He says, they're gonna be gone. I'm so sorry. They slipped. I'll be okay. You could go.
I don't believe him. Do I have any means to, like, help him? Do I have, like, a potion on me? Do I...
The only thing you have is some dirty bandages.
What do you need?
You don't have to. My back, the arrows, they're making it hard to breathe.
What? How do I help?
And Serviad seems like he's kind of slowly losing consciousness. He seems like he just wants to close his eyes.
No, please.
I'm just happy that I was able to help. And he kind of falls in a thud to the ground, and it shakes. The entire kind of ground around you, even the water itself, just shakes. A second or two passes, and yet again, this time without his body falling, the ground shakes. And then louder and louder, and less spread out, until finally...
Can I pick up Serviad?
You go to pick up Serviad, and as you grab a hold of him... you wake up.
Son of a bitch! Fuck! I wake up in like a cold panic sweat, and I just start going, Serviad. Where are you?
And Serviad, hold on. Let me grab his token here. Serviad, kind of out of, he always kind of appears out of nowhere for you, and everything kind of seems to stand still. But in this instance, it seems a bit jarring as he comes into kind of a poof of existence, gasping for air. Just.
Serviad, what do I... Does he have arrows in him?
You look at his back, and he does not have any arrows in him. And he kind of feels just his back in general, up and down, and feels that there's nothing there, and starts to slowly come down from his panic.
What happened?
We got separated. I don't know. I'm sorry. I had a misunderstanding
dreams. I thought they were meant to be happy.
I mean, that's only my second one. Are you okay?
Yeah, I feel okay. I just, everything, it felt so real. Just like before, I could feel everything. The immense pain from those massive arrows implanted in my back. I've never felt pain like that. Whatever was chasing us was large. It almost caught me a couple of times. Whatever we stole,
And he kind of just like feels on his like person, and he feels that he has nothing on him.
Whatever those stones were, they gave me a terrible feeling.
Where did those stones come from?
And dong dong dong, like just a PTSD ridden moment from your dreams. You hear a loud thud once more, except this time it seems to be closer. It seems to not be shaking the building. You've heard it quite a few times before, a loud knocking on wood.
I kind of sit there for a second and just look at Serviad.
And he seems to be just very bewildered. He's just kind of like eyes kind of just like darting back and forth as he's trying to rack his mind as to what those stones were.
I don't know.
Said you stole them for me. I don't remember asking.
None of it made sense to me either. You had asked me in the dream to collect them for you. You said we would get out together. I was so scared.
Maybe Pivot can help.
And Serviad kind of nods. He says,
Any hope of direction is better than nothing. I hate to know what would happen if we got back into that dream without knowing.
I don't want to see you like that again. Couldn't help.
and you hear once again, gong, 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 just a pounding, and Serviad kind of just looks at you and says,
It's okay, champ. You've been through worse. If anything, I can take it.
Doesn't mean you should have to. And then I stand up and I walk towards the door.
and you kind of walk, and he just kind of dissipates. You walk to the door here and open it up, and it seems like the knocking wasn't coming from this door here. Once more, just a gong, 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 unmistakably coming from the front door here.
I walk towards it, but I am a little, trepidatious walking around the water, even though I can't fall into it at the moment.
Understandably so.
Just kind of stay away from it.
Stay away from the water and head over to the door. And would you like to open it?
I do that thing where like you open it up a crack so you can only see one eye through the slit.
You open up the door, just a small slit, and you see what you have seen several times before, Bavelli standing at the front door.
I close the door.
Hello, and then you kind of just slam the door shut. He says, I brought the materials! Don't close me out!
I open the door again. What materials?
Tim's asked me to grab,
I open the door.
You open up the door for him. And he says, oh, thank you. Tim's asked me to grab a lot of things for him. It took me quite some time, let me tell you. But I did manage to get it.
I go to Thames' door.
You go to Thames's door. Do you think this loud knocking would have woken Thames?
Oh, I go the long way. What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah.
I go across the bridge.
I think that the loud knocking, probably just due to probably having a little bit of a emergency response to the door getting knocked down before by the good old Schoomph.
True. History.
Well, now the knocking is
repeats
closer.
You kind of you rock back and forth as you usually have to, and probably I would assume meet him about like halfway here as he opens. Or are you opening or knocking?
Oh, I punch it. You know, like not hard, but I do like the the punch knock.
Dung. It's your one solid punch at the door.
Upon hearing the punch on the door, it's either someone attacking or it's look down, and Thames figures it's look down, so...
You make your way over to the door.
I'll, like, open it just a little, just to make sure it's, you know, not someone attacking. Oh, it's you. What do you need, look down?
I look down.
Sorry,
I'm
Luca
like-
Danilo, what do you need?
I just that man is here with stuff for you.
Oh, Bavelli. He's supposed to be here about 6 hours ago, before I fell asleep. Can you, like, look past, look down to see if there is a Bavelli?
Yeah, you see Bavelli kind of standing at the front door, like, just, swinging back and forth on his toes.
Bavelli, wait here. I will get your payment. Thank you, look down.
No need to rush on it. I've come to play cards with the big one as well.
Tim's kind of has, like, like that expression on his face that's on the token, pretty much. And then he'll say, look down, would you like to start your smithing, today?
Look down. Takes a second. Yes.
Great. I have something to take care of first before everyone starts eating breakfast. Mainly the fact that we do not have any chairs, or tables, or anything in our cafeteria. But after that, we can start.
Okay.
And then Tim's kind of waits there.
Luckily, look down is already pale, so you can't even see how white he is. And he just kind of walks.
Hello, Mr.
I don't know what to wear. Walks down the stairs and waits outside of Pivot's door.
You kind of just walk down and wait outside Pivot's door here. Let me bring
Like
it
off
down
the
a level.
side, like back up against the wall. You know,
All
the old
cool,
school
like.
waiting for Thames to come out for the 3 times in every episode.
And Bavelli kind of starts to like make his way into the castle here. A beautiful castle this is.
I don't know if I currently agree. Yes, we'll get there though.
Well, I see that you've been doing a good job of it. Some renovations, perhaps, yes?
How much should I owe you again?
Oh, and he, give me 1 second, actually, I have to look. 6,475 gold.
Can I intent check him just to make sure?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a rat bastard. You better.
That's a 6, so.
You can't really detect as to whether he's being completely... I mean, here's the thing, is you're intent checking him, on... Well, I guess, yeah, you don't know what he got for you. So, yeah, realistically, you don't know what he got for you. It could be a good price. It could not be a good price. For all you know.
Did you get everything?
I got most of everything. I don't believe I got... Oh, no, I did. Yes, I got everything. Like I said, I had to carve out a mountain, but...
Tim's kind of looks at him skeptically because he would call bullshit on like almost anyone else. He's like, "Did you actually?"
And he says, "Come look for yourself. I guarantee you'll be happy."
No, not yet. I do not have two staircase trips in me yet. And then he'll walk over to the vault downstairs.
Make your way down to the vault here.
I'll get 7,000 out.
You grab 7,000 gold out, and you make your way back up to Mr. Babelli.
I'll bring it to him and say, "Consider this a sign of good faith and future prospects."
Oh, you honor me. What a beautiful sight. Oh. And he kind of just like grabs it and he kind of like starts to tear up a little bit. You have to understand, this is big for me.
Don't make it weird.
Right, anyways, speaking of weird, where is, can you point me in the direction of, I believe
I
his
don't know who
name...
you're talking about. Then he points to Max's room.
Maximilian, I'm coming for you. He kind of just maneuvers around.
Oh, God.
And he kind of like makes his way over to Max's room. Doesn't actually knock on the door and just kind of opens it up and slides.
I hope they played God's Hand.
Bruh, as soon as Bavelli's like, weird one, he's like, "Yep, Max got you."
And
then I'll go look at the supplies outside.
yeah, you head out and open the doors here, and he was not lying. It seems that he really did get everything. A massive just bag of various items that you asked of him are
Can
in
I,
a massive bag.
Do you have the list? Otherwise, I can just go back to the other episode.
Yes, I got you. I'll give you the breakdown for this too.
I kind of put it in a notepad that I may or may not have deleted without saving. So,
Oh no. So like the fact
Nicely
that
done.
Christmas came early this year?
There we go. Right. And give me an observation check as well.
okay. $10.
Yeah, you don't really notice anything out of the ordinary.
Okay. Then I'll continue to the stairs.
Head down the stairs here, and you head up to the massive towering bag.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and look inside.
Yeah, you kind of peep inside, and kind of neatly sorted to each side. This bag is definitely lopsided in a bit. He has like everything kind of sectioned off. All the stone kind of encompasses like maybe like 2/3 of this bag, and it's all kind of neatly sorted to where you're standing on right now. And then the rest of it is just kind of neatly pushed in the corners on each side, furthest away from you.
Organized. I will have to move it out anyways. And of course, Maxwell's occupied.
Oh no.
Oh well. How much can I like carry in each trip?
I have so many questions. How did Pavelli get it here? Why is it so neatly organized?
He has a plus 17 to strength. He is jacked.
Bavelli just dung, dung, dung.
Even with that, like, how did he keep it all organized? How did that bitch not get mixed around?
He's actually Saint Nickel.
The true.
He actually like carried it all in his extra dimensional bag, and then he just made a big ass bag out here and filled it up before knocking on the door.
I'll sort it right here, I guess.
What an asshole. Let's see, I told you, I don't like Bavelli. He's a terrible person.
I would say that it would take you. Let me look at how much stone was it again? It was like an egregious. It was like 200. Oh shit. Okay, yeah, that's a lot. God. It's gonna take you a couple of hours to do this.
I'll take it. He'll just start mining that, or not mining. He'll start to sing that one song about mining from Warframe, the gold in the air and one, two.
We all live together.
Yeah.
And you are actively kind of walking in and out. I can imagine that your body is still pretty sore, just from waking up too. Probably not the best situation.
Yeah, and also recently being beetled.
True, very true. And Bavelli is inside here with Maxwell. He kind of just approaches him and says, Maximilian, Maximilian, the time is now. And he kind of just like nudges him with like a walking stick. And Max wakes up and goes, oh my god! But Bavelli! What's going on? Why are you in my room? I'm pretty sure I should make a sign that says don't enter. What do you want? I've come to, see you uphold your end of the bargain. And he's just kind of like, please don't touch me. How did you get in here? I was let inside. Oh no, they betrayed me. Okay, just make it quick then, okay? Please don't hurt me. I bruise easily. No one will come looking for me anyways. Just do tell Lord Marth, will you? I've come to play cards with you. Oh. And he kind of just like gets out of bed and he has like jammies on. All right, cool. So come sit down and he seems like very, very tired. He barely has his like eyes open. But even in this state, he's beating Bavelli time and time again. And Bavelli seems to get kind of like agitated after like quite a few rounds. He's like, "How is this guy so good? He's like asleep right now." And we go down to Mr. LD.
I wish it was the ability playing God's Hand.
Puts Bavelli
No, we
away
need
for-
him.
Rest in piss,
No, we
Bavelli.
don't. Oh, what, we need him to fucking give us stuff and then tell us we actually have to pay for it? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. None of our characters are loot goblins except for Alice. Like, we need that.
He's the only loot goblin. So you probably, are you just gonna wait for him to wake up, look down?
Yep.
You wait for
And
Mr.
Cool
Pippin.
down a little bit, because, you know. still a little shell shocked, so he's just waiting. He's not entirely, ready to just jump right back into what he just had to go through.
I mean, like, what time of morning would it be on?
So everybody has gotten probably about, let's see, when did everybody go to bed? You and Look Down, I think, went to bed at the same time. You've all benefited from a long rest, so you've all slept for 6 hours. I would say it's probably right on the 6-hour mark, so it's probably pretty early in the morning now.
Oh, yeah, so Pivot would still be asleep for a little bit.
And it's like a couple of hours after I would think before kind of Pivot wakes up, Marth wakes up here, and he kind of starts to head down and prepare for the day since he got an early night, and he hears Maxwell and Bavelli kind of talking to one another from inside the room. He opens up the door and sees kind of like Bavelli leaning over the table. He's like, "You are a dirty cheat! I cannot believe it! Whoa, get your hands off me, buddy! I told you he was coming to take care of me!" And Marth kind of like grabs Bavelli and like brings him back. And he says, "Bavelli, so it's interesting to see you here at this time of the morning. Why do I see you here at this time of the morning?" "Oh, it was a convenient time for me to pop in. I was grabbing some supplies for Tim's." For Thames, okay. Well, Maxwell, you have a little bit of time yet. We're waiting for everybody to wake up, but after everybody does, we will prepare for a meeting. If you don't mind grabbing everybody. "Yeah, no problem. Here, I don't have much time left. I only maybe 1 or 2 more games." He like closes the door behind him. And
Cool. Yeah.
yeah, he sees Thames like carrying things up and down the stairs, and Marth kind of sees you carrying things, and he kind of walks over and says, "Oh, he really wasn't joking." And he looks outside to see the massive bag.
Are you going to stand there or are you going to help?
Yeah, I'll pitch a hand. And he like as he's about to pass, he's like, "And how much did it cost?"
A reasonable amount. 7,000 gold?
And Marth kind of like raises his eyebrow and he's like, "Oh, that's not bad." He kind of heads down the stairs without really knowing what was, because he just sees the size of the bag and he's like, "Yeah, that's not too bad."
Yeah. Till he looks in and sees it as just stone, and
Literal stone,
and more stone, and extra stone.
We all stoned down here.
Yeah, Marth lends you a hand. It cuts back on time by a bit. 2 minutes. After kind of a while passes, Pivot, you towards the end of your sleeping cycle here, you just don't have any visual dream. The only thing that's visual for you is a bright light that is just slowly but surely getting engulfed little by little, and you just hear whispers that seem very, very loud, but very, very soft at the same time. It seems expressive, but soft. And they kind of just get louder and louder in a foreign language you've really never heard before. And you wake up in your bed.
Sans, you weren't, like, whispering my ear again, were you?
And he kind of just like hops up onto the bed, grabs a hold of like the bedding, and just claws his way up.
Because if you were, I'm gonna be very mad. Like, it should get to my dreams, man. It's not cool.
And Sans just looks very sad and goes,
Wasn't you?
Master, no one
Tim
was
Tam?
speaking. Yes.
Were you ring my ears?
Young master, Tim Tam respects sleeping very much so. Tim Tam would never.
Fair enough. He's gonna crawl out of bed and suppose head over to his desk.
You head over to your desk. And,
There's two of them.
Oh god! Oh god! Sans is angry now.
No.
Uh,
He's just gonna start doing his bookkeeping.
Perfect. And
So you just hear Quill scribbling on page for a while.
and after a little bit, look down, give me an observation.
I fail it.
Oh no.
Oh.
My brain is elsewhere. Yeah, I get a 12.
You don't really hear him at first. He's just kind of doing various things in his room pretty softly and quietly since it's early morning. At one point, you do hear like a thud coming from the inside, which you assume is probably related to him being awake. It didn't seem like it was a bed thud.
Sans, I told you not to touch the bookshelf. Those things are fragile. They'll fall on the floor like crazy.
Young master! Dung, dung, dung! It starts just jumping towards you. I will protect you from this abomination!
Sans, calm down.
And Sans does, like, after a little bit, just...
Pip's gonna sit on the pillow. Like, I'm sorry. I know you're just trying to help.
What the fuck is happening?
He happily smiles, and Tim Tam just kind of, like, grills him. He just looks at him, he's like, I'm not taking my two stony eyes off of you.
Tim Tab, it's okay.
Yes, young master. Dun, 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 dun.
Thank
Right
you
back
for
to
your
the
service. And Pip is gonna pick the book back up, put it on the shelf.
And that you do hear look down.
So Look Down this entire time was just kind of like sitting on the ground and the like semi-hugging their knees, like intense staring, just kind of, you know, in that awkward, you know, I'm looking down, but it's like eyes glazed over. And then I started hearing all of that, and I just kind of look up at the door and just let it all play out, and then slowly put my head back down.
Fair enough. I'd say it'll probably take roughly an hour after waking for Pivot to finish all his bookkeeping.
Mm.
So he did not do a whole lot these last few days, so he's got a lot to pin down.
No, that's perfectly understandable.
But after that, then he will step outside of the room.
You step
And
outside.
Look
of
Down
your-
will wait the entire time.
What the? Good morning, Look Down.
Look Down, it stands up. Morning. I dreamt again.
Another dream.
Bad one.
Wow. That would be a nightmare then.
Nightmare. Sounds like it fits.
Some also call them night terrors, but well, frankly, they often cross the bounds of memories as well. Two are often interchangeable.
I can't remember if I asked you before. Do you know who Serviad is?
Serviette?
Serviad Daniels.
Serviette Daniels. Pivot. I don't think Pivot would know anything about him, no?
No. You've never, yeah. You've never heard of anybody by the name of Serviad.
Serviette Daniels.
He was the only one who was nice to me here.
That doesn't sound accurate. I've never heard of anyone named Serviette Daniels before, no. Certainly no one ever at this castle, at least.
Look down, just kind of looks lost in thought for a second. He is the one that is present in my dreams and sometimes helps me here. And in the dream that I had, he was attacked by something big. And I found him dying. Said he stole the 2 rocks I needed, or asked him to get for me. They're at the end of a lake.
Lake?
When I went to help him, I woke up.
So this man, Serviad, he was stealing something for you, presumably in Mechalite?
I don't know where we were. I remember woods, running, no breath, and something big.
What was Serviad injured by?
Giant arrows with wings. 4 wings.
Okay. Something large, firing large arrows. Wings?
They were as big as he was.
So more akin to ballistic bolts. Pivot's gonna walk over to the boxes up to the right of Pivot, or look down, like lean against one.
How could he be doing something I asked for me when I never asked it? I don't know the importance of a red and blue stone, or I think he called them gems. I'm unsure.
Well,
But when we woke up, he seemed to be fine. Well, he experienced what happened in the dream.
you see this man while you're awake as well, Serviad.
Yes.
He speaks to you, follows you.
He seems to show up when I talk to him.
I see.
He's always been here.
Ever since you started your stay at the castle?
I don't know that far back, but as long as I can remember.
I see. Well, in regards to your dream, it's, well, dreams are not always clear, and as I said, the border between dream and memory is often very thin. It's, well, you could be afraid of something, think of something ahead, and your dreams will play it out for you, make you imagine either the worst or best outcomes of it, or things from your past could rise up again in memory that you can relive in real time. It's, well, sometimes beneficial, seeing faces you've lost, people you miss, and, well, reliving past traumas. With your memory loss, it's a little more complicated. Your mind will likely remember things that you yourself will not. Sometimes those things might manifest in dream, and often they'll likely be as nightmare. So in this case, maybe you knew Serviat in the past, and you did ask him to steal some things. If you were both running away, then it was likely to some mutual end. Being chased, I imagine whoever you stole from wasn't pleased about it, but they were also equally powerful to have an end to what you were stealing.
But that would mean I've left here before. I don't remember being anywhere but here.
Is there anything more you can describe to me about the scene, the area? Anything more about the arrows?
Just that they had wings. I don't know the color. Just that there were 4 of them in his back.
I see. Bank of the lake. Forest.
Didn't see any buildings
Building.
or castle.
Unfortunately, that's not really specific enough. Could be anywhere. Hell, could even be Epinesis.
I just want to know why I would need stones.
Perhaps those stones had some power that you needed. If you were both fleeing something, maybe you needed its powers to get away. I unfortunately can't offer much more than conjecture.
What?
Conjecture. Theories. Just ideas of what might be, what might not be.
Oh. He was guarding something in my first dream. But when I got close to it, I woke up. I seemed to wake up before I learned anything.
I hate to say it, but it's somewhat par for the course with dreams. I've
They feel
had
so
my
real.
fair share.
You've had dreams.
Plenty.
What
I wish I could
happens
say
in yours?
most were good, but, well, sometimes I'm well, sometimes it's back when I'm working under Soliot. My days, the unending monotony of cruelty. Sometimes I'm free, wandering the land, meeting people, learning things, and sometimes I'm doing the very same, and then something comes or Soliot appears and drags me back to this. And, well, sometimes it gets a lot more personal than that. Dreams are, well, blessing and curse, frankly.
I'm afraid of hurting my friend again and not being able to help. Is it possible to share a dream?
Share a dream?
Like, I could be in your dreams.
Like, link your mind with mine to share the... I mean, like, arcanically speaking, would that be possible with specialized magic?
Definitely from the Book of Nocturne.
Pivot kind of grimaces. Well, with specialized magic, it's certainly possible, but the only source I can think of for such specialized magic is, well, the Book of Nocturne. And
That's the book Marth has.
yes,
The one that could unlock my memories.
yes.
Like, down starts shaking a little bit.
Pippen's gonna like kind of lay a hand on Lookdown's shoulder. Yeah. I understand it's likely a lot for you, yes.
My friend doesn't remember their past too much either, more than me.
Hmm.
And it seemed like this dreaming was helping find out. And I don't want to have another nightmare where it hurts him. But he also said that maybe the past should stay there. So I don't know what to do.
Well, it's not exactly possible to stop having dreams. They will come and go. Some good, some bad. Some will hurt, some will feel good. It's part of being alive, being free. But on the other hand, I can understand that. Your friend, Serviad, what does he remember of his life? Well, if you're willing to share such with me.
From what I can remember, he was a guard, and he was stationed here. Look down kind of stops and is like, I don't think I knew that word.
Stationed.
Yeah, that's like, I don't know where that word came from. But says he remembers when I came here as a child.
As a child.
And as far as I knew, I was always here.
If you were brought as a child, perhaps you had a few years before then when you were not here. But I've never met a man named Servia Daniels. Once. I've never seen him in the guard registry in the castle.
I can't remember if he
Yes.
told me anything else. As far as I know, that's all I can remember. A lot has happened.
I understand. Hmm.
If I do ask for Marth's help to see my past or memories, whatever, I hope you'll be there.
Of course. You needn't even ask, frankly.
Thank you. I was kind of hoping I would have my first stream again to
Right.
see about that wall.
Bet the unlock it, yes. Well, perhaps you'll see it again in time. They're not always sequential.
And as you say that, none other than Mr. Get out of here, Mr. Maxwell, comes downstairs. He has he must be keeping it in his room, but he has a pot and a like a little ladle, and he's banging on the inside of it. He says, "Ding, ding, 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 meeting, meep." Hey, yo, what's up, guys?
Hi.
Meeting?
Yeah. We're having a morning meet to discuss moving on ahead.
Mm. You were headed for the border, were we not?
Yup. Man, I'm not looking forward to it.
Look down slowly tries to do a headstand.
A what?
A headstand.
Give me a dexterity check.
Okay, hopefully at least some people get why. Dexterity. 15.
Not bad. Yeah, you kind of just slowly push yourself up and do manage to do a headstand.
I try to like slowly move forward.
What are you doing with them?
Dunk. Dunk.
Look down. Fuck. Look down can't look down when he's looking up.
Dilemma.
He just
Dun, 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 dun.
look down like actually does the action to turn his head to like look down and then falls over.
Yeah, right. Anyways, I'll meet you guys upstairs.
Where are we meeting?
We're gonna meet in the throne.
Right.
Biggest area. He went and said everybody there.
He goes up to grab Agatha and Abraham Drew.
How do you... I'm confused.
What is it?
He said, move ahead. I can't...
It means discussing what we're going to do next, not
Oh.
stand on your head and walk on it.
Oh. Look down, stands up, and starts towards the room.
Beautiful, and you meet Agatha and Abraham Drew kind of halfway down the hallway here. Agatha seems kind of just to herself, even more so than usual.
Well, having to deal with that Abraham Drew guy, I would be too.
Or losing all of your siblings due to mist.
Are they actually all dead?
They are indeed all dead.
Fuck!
You know, magic, evil, chaos fog kind of does that to a motherfucker.
Pivot, what would you like to do?
I didn't even know where she put the stuff.
Pivot's actually going to kind of stand there and just kind of be deep in thought for a few minutes, and then I'll join the rest in the throne room.
Perfect. Bring all these boys up.
Would Tim's have been informed about the meeting thing?
Yeah, as Marth is kind of walking back and forth, carrying things with you, he definitely informed you of the meeting.
Okay. Then, if he's like calling it, and I assume like, are we like done with moving stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll just, I'll kind of look to Marth and say, fuck it, we need a room to meet in anyways, it's not the throne room, and I just make my way downstairs while everyone comes upstairs.
Oh, let's go. You make your way past everyone and kind of just move. You pass Pivot on the way down. Everybody else is kind of up here. Start making your way downstairs.
Just imagine we make eye contact and then just keep moving.
Well, I guess he was hungry.
And then I just go up to the wall. It has like nothing there. And I'll just be like, door.
Yeah, you just imagine there to be a door just in the middle of the wall here, and doom, poofs into existence.
Then I will like open the door and see like the massive chasm that I imagine is probably there. Just due to like just that part being hollow, I think. Meeting room. And then just picture the room there.
And you kind of imagine the room here, and let's see, erase fog. For some reason, like the fog just disabled on this half of the room, so I'm sorry about that. But you you poof into existence. I don't know if this would be. I forgot about this.
The head, yes, it's still there. Penelope
Spend
made
the
that.
extra energy to pull it from the freaking smithy.
Wait,
I
zoom in so I
promise
can read all the
Penelope.
names.
Yeah. Let me scroll in here.
Hey, I'm Tim's right hand man. Let's go. That's all I
Yeah.
cared about.
You got Maxwell's here. And
Why does he have 2 arrows?
everybody's supposed to have arrows for some reason. Look down. Oh no, they are there. They are there.
No, I mean like his arrows are like.
Oh yeah.
signs.
Because I thought it'd be funny.
And they
Oh,
all,
like,
have,
does he have something specific?
they all have the Thames seal of approval on them. And you have the map of.
If he gets one. Oh, that's so
Nickel
cool.
Mention in the middle.
Then I will like tiredly go up the stairs and say, "All right, everybody, funnel back downstairs.
What?
There is a new room for us to meet in. There is way too much
What?
dust down there. All right, I'm headed down."
And yeah, you kind of just like, without explaining anything further, just head downstairs. And Marth just kind of like looks around and he's just like, what? Well, yep, you heard him. We're meeting downstairs, I guess.
What the hell? Meeting room? What?
Pivot also heads downstairs.
And as before Marth actually ends up going downstairs, he kind of pauses at the door and he like looks to everyone. He says, I would like everybody at the Where's Gems? And Maxwell's like, oh yeah, I hold on, I gotta go get him. And he goes downstairs here and heads towards the dungeons.
Oh god! Wait, what the?
And Abraham and Agatha head down.
Look down, just brings it rear.
Alright, perfect.
Tim's, I would say, would probably be already in the room. He just left the door open.
Yeah, you head into. Actually, let me bring all these tokens down. I'll bring, except for Maxwell and Mr. Jims. Oh wait, no, Maxwell does need to come down. Come down, Max.
He's gotta go into the dungeons.
And yeah, you kind of you just go through the open door here into a very like nicely just carpeted like beautiful kind of like little meeting room here, war room.
Okay, this wasn't here when I came out of the room like a minute ago. What? Just like steps inside.
Don't worry about it.
And
I'm kind of worried about it.
yeah, like
Character that overthinks, don't worry about it.
Marth kind of like carefully like places a foot in just to make sure it's not like some kind of imaginary just some kind of illusion. And he sees that it's real carpet and he steps in and just like looks. He's like, Thames, how in the world did you do this?
So, whenever I saw the wall, so the way that I fixed the floor before, it's hard to explain. I pictured that this was not there. So whenever I came down here, I thought if I can use it to build other things. And I thought, door. And the door appeared. And then I thought of a room that I saw whenever I was traveling through Mechalite. I think it was in Finland. There was a... What do you call it? There was a... Yes, meeting room of a leader of some kind of syndicate. He had something like this. It had different colors, but it was... It didn't fit our aesthetic. And this is what I made. This is what I thought of. I think it looks nice. I don't know if you agree. Oh, and this Penelope made. And he'll point to the head.
Good.
Amazing.
And Marth kind of raises Didamia like up to the air and says like a couple of like in astonishment, like whispers a couple of words in prayer to Forfoten and like lowers his sword back down. He says, This is literally incredible.
What did that beetle do?
What a beetle does to a motherfucker.
Oh, fuck.
And Agatha and Abraham Drew kind of just see that there's no names at some of these. And Abraham kind of just looks at the table and he says, oh, well, if you wouldn't mind, sleeping on those floors is, well enough, but this cut chair looks rather comfortable.
Go for it. I would rather have you two take a seat before the gems gets here.
Agatha moves over to her chair and just kind of sits without saying anything, stares forward.
James gets the naughty corner.
Wait, I know how to read my name.
Let's go.
Wait, Pivot taught me this. I know my name, so I sit down at the one that looks like my name.
Pivot like gives him a thumbs up from the other side of the table.
Everybody else just assumes I sat at the first chair that I saw.
And
I sit down smiling.
let's go. After a little while, Max will come. He's been locking the door and everything. He comes with Gems. Gems looks very somber. And Maxwell looks very stoic as he kind of just walks and he's like, go over there. Folds his arms. And he heads like over into the corner here.
You can sit at Alice's seat. Just clean it after.
Alice,
Surprised it's not the golden toilet.
a name purely designed by the gods themselves.
Shut the fuck up. Marth,
Oh my god. And Marth just like, he's like, thank you. Thank you for all coming here today. We are about to start our campaign into Macalite. First is the matter of the border. Well, I suppose the first is a matter of making communications with Trell. It's early in the morning. I'd like to contact Vinit Pang if possible. He looks over to you, Pivot.
Yeah. Pivot will pull out the Olivinium stone and kind of extend it out so that Marth can touch it as well.
And he says, I'd like everybody in the room to stay here for this. I think you all deserve. And you start to call Mr. Bertram on the Olivinium stone, and the very the very tired, kind of tuckered out looking friend like opens up his eyes as he's responding to you with the stone and just like growls at you.
Pivot will say in an animal, "Good day, Advisor Bertram. We wish to speak with Vinit Pang."
And you saying this, like, his eyes just widen, just right out of sleep, and he just kind of like, and he says,
Just a minute.
Of course.
And after a couple of minutes, Vinit Pang kind of makes his way into the Olivinium stone's reach. And actually, let me drag them in just for visual representation.
Also, Tim's would probably be sitting by now.
Tim takes the big seat. Vinit Pang and Bertram McCrell. Oh. And Marth nods and says, "Good morning, Vinit Pang. I'm sorry to call you so early. I hope that I didn't wake you."
No, I was actually just about to get up for the morning, so no harm, no foul, I suppose. I haven't had my breakfast yet, but that's all right. What is it that I can do for you?
And he sees Verdant Dawn sitting on Marth's head, and he says,
"Ha! At last, wondrous news, O King of Badovia. At last, Verdant Dawn has come to thee. Truly a proud day for you and your people."
And he kind of can just spot a couple of kind of people close enough to because let me think here. With the olivinium stones, it's anybody within is your well. I mean, you do technically have the chance to limit it to just like a certain feet from you, but it is I think it's 5 feet times your arcane mod that you can kind of project. So yeah, you can project this entire room.
Yeah, that's 45 feet for me, by the way.
Yeah, so you can definitely.
And it's only
going to
get bigger. I mean, looking around, does everyone seem like what relatively fairly dressed?
Yeah, put together. I would say so.
Yeah,
I think
then he'll project the whole room then.
even Agatha for a Herbetian looks pretty well put together, honestly. And he sees kind of just everyone in the room, and this one kind of just like puts his like hand up to his face and looks in the other direction, pretending to kind of not be at attention. And kind of just off. Yeah, he tries to just cover up his face. He's wearing different clothes now. He is wearing like kind of like a doesn't have his robe on anymore, just wearing like regular clothes. And Marth looks back over to Vinnipeng and says, "A truly wonderful day indeed. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of time to celebrate it, as we are going to be heading to the border. We're hoping to later today. We're very close. All our preparations are in place. However, we must ask out of you that you make your first assault." And Marth kind of just like looks at him and says, "Your captains, are they prepared?"
Yes, everyone is informed and well stocked on their ships. Everyone is ready for their voyages. After all, Trell has the finest navy in Necromantia itself.
And he like very happily and proudly states that.
That's very good. As far as your first target, Vinnipeng, I think that we can coordinate. If we head to the border, if your men are able to strike Telbin Bay, at least as far as memory serves, and I'll open up the map in a second. As far as memory serves, Telbin was often used to stock several naval ships for Mechalite. Trade vessels, too. A lot of trade from the southern border comes from that bay. If you're able to strike, it would put a firm dent in Mechalite's naval resources, at least for the moment. If they wish to confront you about it, if they wish to pin it on you as a declaration of war, which by all means, yes, it is, you'll deny it. You will refuse to speak with them and try to delay as long as possible until you can speak with Lord Eldrin, the king. If Niall wishes to get involved, deny her. Be disagreeable. And, he kind of just nods his head and thinks and says, I believe we can do that. Yes.
And Marth kind of smiles and nods and says, when all else fails, give them the Seal of Dusk and declare war. But not until it's your final solution. Your last option. Try to keep your men safe, preserve their ships, and just make it a quick in-and-out attempt.
if you can cause a moderate amount of destruction, it should offer us a pretty good distraction at the border. And any distraction is better than none. Just do be careful. And Vinnipang like smiles and says,
Yes, well, as far as diplomacy goes, it does take quite a long time for anything to happen in Trell. We'll leave discussions up to speaking to the two twin regals. Should they want any sort of confirmation, it'll have to go through both of us. And as we all know, that can take quite some time.
And Marth looks to Vinnipang and says, your distraction will not go in vain, and we wholeheartedly appreciate your efforts. Please stay in communication with us. Let us know how everything's gone, and good luck. And Vinnipang nods and says,
Gods be with us all.
And cuts off the transmission.
Pivot will stow his stone.
Any distraction that we have at the southern end of Mechlite, at the bay, should, theoretically, loosen up some attention on the border up here. We should be the least of their problems if Trell is attacking them. However, in the case that there are even a full populace of armed guards at the border itself, at Halig Garvid, I think it would be beneficial to us if we went unnoticed.
Certainly not much for an invading army, so slipping by them would be for the best.
I'm hoping, a giant castle passing over the border is kind of the last thing that we would want. So, if we can manage to slip by without being detected, and he takes out the Book of Naturna and kind of just eagerly looks at the room, I think that's our best option.
Lookdown is eyeing the book.
I would need a small team to head to the border with me to scout. See what's at the wall. See what's at Halig Garvid. And once we get the green light, I will try to put as many of them to sleep as possible. Those who do not fall asleep, we will have to kill. So I would recommend having a secondary team and a call should anything go wrong or to proceed forward.
So you want a quiet team to breach first, and the second team to come in to mop up any remainders.
Exactly, yes. And actually, Agatha stands up from her chair and says,
Lightbearer, I volunteer to go with you to scout.
And Marth, kind of surprised, just acknowledges it and says, Yes, Agatha, you're more than welcome to join us.
Lookdown looks at Agatha, looks down, and then stands up.
Look down, you,
I look down.
Look at the I think it would be proper if we had looked down on this team. I think of anyone he might be able to scout most effectively.
I agree. By nature of communication, I should also be present as well. which would mean that Tim's, you will have to remain behind for the follow-up team.
I could lie and say that I wish to go on the quiet team, but I think I would sabotage your efforts.
And I will use the aluminium stone to contact you when it's your time to come in.
I hope I can use that thing still.
Pivot just activates the
Fucking
aluminium
confusing.
stone. Contacts the one Tim says.
Tim's will like
Look down.
use it, and then I imagine like makes like some kind of like feedback loop of like whenever two phones are too close together.
Well, Pivot will like fucking tamp his down so hard you can't even like see Agatha next to him. So it's not gonna.
Look down pulls his out.
What the fuck?
Oh shit,
Where'd
you
you
get the
get
new
that?
model too?
Maxwell stands
I-
up, and my ex.
No, as long as you can answer it, that's alright.
Which makes the loud team, I suppose. That would be your whatever your first name is, last Gems.
Connor, yes.
Right, Gems. Me, you, Maxwell. Did you want to see combat? And he'll look towards Abraham Drew.
Yes, yes, I would like to, yes, absolutely. I fear no man or beast.
Right.
I look into his eyes.
Yeah, he kind of spots you like as he kind of like turns very proudly, and then very just attentively looks forward and averts your gaze.
Do you know any combat spells, Abraham?
Well, I do as far as I'm concerned. I wonder if you could learn some, yes. They do have to do with the dead, though. Souls. Commanding souls. I suppose you could try. It took me years of my life to learn.
I was primarily asking if you needed me to assist you with anything, but if you are confident that you could fight, then I don't see any problem.
Yes, I feel very comfortable fighting.
Alright. Then that was all we'll need.
Keen, does heavy armor impose disadvantage or anything like that on stealth checks?
On stealth checks, if you're proficient with it, no. Like if yeah.
Okay, then Tim's will say, Marth, can you use armor like this? And Tim's will like kind of put his fist up to his chest plate.
And he just kind of looks it up and down and says, perhaps something a little bit lighter.
Right. Look down, can you?
I look down. I think so. Don't know why not.
Hmm. Agatha,
Looks-
and you?
Dirtier than the other one you gave me.
Hmm. It will be.
And Agatha looks over to you and says,
Yes.
Just yes.
Yes.
Oh, that's fair enough. And then he like looks at Jim's, doesn't even ask the question, and is like, right?
Mm.
Can you use it? Go ahead.
No, I did want to speak. I may not be the most useful in combat. I have not really gotten into my fair share of a fight. Perhaps even
No fighting. However, I can be of use. I am very, very good at stealthing around. I'm a very sneaky individual. Maybe I shouldn't say that. No.
Mm-hmm. And that aids the Loud team how?
Well, it doesn't. But I'm here to watch your back.
And he gives you a smile, an almost devious smile.
Right. Before you go over to the border, I'm going to make you a llama. You will most likely need it. Let us pray you don't.
And Marth,
Let's face it, we know Lookdown will need it.
Yeah, but you know, hope we don't.
I'm jumping out a window at some point.
Those repair costs,
Yeah.
man, they add up.
ding 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 ding.
Lookdown feels real guilty.
Marth looks to the table and says, "Best case scenario, they draw a couple of people off of the border for events happening in Mechlite. Worst case scenario, we have very few people fall asleep. That is the absolute worst. However, I do have faith that the Book of Naterna will put most of them to sleep. We should be able to deal with the brunts of these men before you're able to come in. Secondary team."
Do any of you need weapons? Speak up now. I do not mind, but you will mind if you need one and you don't have one.
And Gems is like, well, I don't, if I am supposed to fight, I suppose I should have something.
I will teach you how to use basic weaponry soon. But now, you get a knife. You want to know how to use a knife? I'll tell you really quick. So, enemy in front of you, put the pointy end towards them, and you thrust with it. Or even slash with it. Just put the metal part towards them. That's all you need to know.
Oh, trust me, I've been scared out of many a... I've been attacked by a knife or two.
Okay.
Between the ribs or up under the armpit is your best location to strike, but unarmored targets you'd likely want to go for the armpit.
I will be attentively looking at their armpits, yes.
Stabbing
Lookdown
them.
burning the cell down. It's like, I find cutting the head off works well, but, you know, that sounds right about right.
I will make you light armor too. I have solemnly met anyone that cannot wear that.
And yeah, Marth looks over to Gems and says, "Yes, any of your old attire is now gone. Green's no longer going to be your color, I'm afraid." I hope you enjoy, we'll probably have to work with some leather. I hope you enjoy brown.
He's better brown.
Yes, I suppose whatever does the job.
No, I should ask in the interest of good planning. Once we've taken the wall, what do we do?
Once we've made our way into Mechlite, hopefully undetected, our first target is... And let me actually just open this up. Where it be?
Hey, Pivot, do you want to learn the spell? It requires that, you know, maybe you can learn what the Civilonian does. Or it makes their eyes bleed.
And you can hop into their eyes and
Hey, you know, any part in the story, man, I'll take them all. Any spell, throw them at me.
Well, you see, the best part about that is you'd have to have your eyes open to see the spell happen.
So
So you would take the damage.
that's fine. It's magic, bro. If I get to make everyone else's eyes bleed, fuck it, I'm down.
They just have to make a con save. It'll be okay, right?
I can actually make con saves.
I was speaking more
Just
towards
not Thames.
Thames. Yeah.
Yeah, well, Thames doesn't have to look.
Marth points at the border here and says, "Once we cross over the border, as long as we remain detected, heading west on the U10 River, where our next target is to head straight into Brevaire. Brevaire, for several a century, has been a booming mining city. The mountains right next door here and the Little Runner make it a wonderful place to live for many a person in Mechlite. Once we make our way into Brevaire, we want to avoid being detected. Our first call out to them will be a warning to the city that we are to break the levees that hold the water in the Little Runner, as if to flood the city itself. They should send many armed forces to the castle itself, which we will hopefully be able to deal with. We're going to avoid them at any cost. However, I'm going to need a team, a party, to head into the mines themselves. There are, several explosive materials in these mines. There's several old entries into the mines as well. They've carved a pretty good, decent amount of this mountain away. If you're able to head into the caverns and secure explosives, we instead can use it to interfere with Mechlite's army. We won't even have to break the levee.
Okay.
And
We'll be
he
bringing
looks...
castle over the border then.
Yes, we're going to bring the castle over the border. If we stick to mainly the west end of the U10 River, we realistically shouldn't run into many citizens. Hopefully word won't be able to travel as fast as we can. In rural areas, we're more likely to be able to avoid that from happening. Should we even come close to Dwight, we would likely fail.
Right.
And he looks to the room and says, "Thoughts?"
What is our policy on looting, on killing? How do we want to be seen? As heroes or as bandits?
And Marth kind of stands up and kind of looks around and says, "For several years, the Mechlite Empire has destroyed, ravaged, looted, murdered everyone inside this country. We will attempt not to do the same. However, should casualties occur, they will occur, and we won't speak of them. We will be cold."
How are we going to recruit more as we get into Mechlite? Our stunts and Bilms and Hellspring protects the homeland, but eventually, as we get closer and closer to the depths of Mechlite and Halig North, we will need more soldiers, no?
Surely we will. That is why each city we meet or come across, looting is definitely a possibility. Should they not be compliant, should they try to fight back, it may be our only option. However, if they are willing to let their city be sieged. If they lose hope, or should they even wish to join in our cause, we will gladly accept any funds, because we will need funds. Realistically, I would like to be able to garner this money from a quote-unquote legal standpoint, but we'll have to do what we can. There are several mercenaries and mercenary groups in Mechalite, and I'm sure some of them, at the very least, would be happy to lend us a hand.
So the plan is to maraud around Mechalite lands, collecting materials and funds as we go, damaging infrastructure as we can, and collect mercenaries to send back to the homeland.
Yes, or join us, should we have the means to do so. We will avoid taking any full conflict. Should there be a so to say a full-scale battle, we will promptly retreat. We'll never take anything head on.
Luca Danilo, what do you think?
No. Don't. I've never thought about how to do.
Is there anything that you think that we may need to do? Anything we should not do? You're crafty. Heard you jumped out of a window to escape a golem before.
That window is still broken in the library, by the way. The weather damage around it's absurd.
I don't know.
Well, I think we'll have plenty of time to contemplate, to think. I do. Ooh.
Are these places like films where we are helping free people?
Perhaps that's one is best explained by you, Marth.
And Marth looks over to you, look down, and says, "Despite my feelings towards Mechalite, there are plenty of good people there. There are innocent people, just like there are here. There will be several people that you run into that will remind you of faces and good deeds that have been seen and done in Bilms, in Hellspring. Unfortunately, look down, this is the reality of war. We will do our best to avoid hurting any of these individuals, but if they support people who wish to do harm to the ones we love, let me put it to you this way. If someone wished to hurt Thames, what would you do?
Kill them.
Even if they were a good person, even if they meant you no harm specifically, they just wanted to kill Thames, what would you do?
If they want to harm them, they are not a good person.
Well, there you have it. The reality of war.
What if we encounter Soliet? I believe she was heading this way according to Pivot's account. I know the normal, what you could say is, find the others, communicates, rally perhaps, but I very much so doubt she give us the time for that.
So to speak, Soliet does not really have much interest in us at the moment, it seems. She, hence her immediately leaving the area. Instead of killing us, I suppose she could have had an easy couple of targets while we were sleeping. But the response of her leaving the castle and heading due south is a good sign that she has a target prepped in mind. And, for what it's worth, I suppose working in the shadow of a larger predator might be a good thing. These people might be distracted with the fact that a giant dragon is roving over their cities, so we'll have to take advantage of it. Should we encounter Soliet? Oh. And he looks over to Pivot and he says, how did she look?
A large, somewhat undead brown dragon. Large pink eye. I believe the night and fog will likely be our best indication if her presence is near. I doubt she will be shy about spreading it across the land.
It
Certainly an
seems
effective means of control.
It seems to be a fair bet that she has incredible strength. If she's occupying a dragon, undead or not, she probably has incredible physical prowess. If she's able to make contact with you, and this night and fog, its magical energy around it, is probably a good indicator that she still has retained some of her magic. She would be a formidable foe. We'll have to cross that bridge when we get to it.
Considering that her specialty was necromancy, and that the body seemed to be held together by purely magical energy, I would surmise that her magics are still with her.
Right. Whew.
If that's the case, she's doubly a dangerous foe, both physically and magically.
How did she come back? I saw her dead.
Unfortunately, the answers to that question lie at the bottom of the pit in her laboratory. Until they can get down there, we won't really know anymore.
Where is Pit?
Oh yes, you weren't there, were you?
No.
I don't suppose we have an extremely long ladder and or rope, Timms.
In my experience, the longer a ladder or ropes gets, it gets more unreliable. Perhaps the door will lead to something.
Maybe. I'll have to see if it's been unlocked since Soliet left.
Yeah.
But
it is quite early in the morning. We do have technically time to spare. However you wish to spend your time is entirely up to you. This is our last day in Petovia. If we wish to explore the dungeon, we have the opportunity to most likely do so. If we would rather spend it collecting supplies, foraging even, saying our goodbyes, just enjoying your final moments in Batovia. That is up to you.
You already know the answer to that. Life's a job, and work never ends. And Tim's will begin to get up out of the chair.
And he looks around to look down and pivot and says, "What say you?"
Aside from informing Kylder of developments primarily relating to the goblins, I don't think we have much else for business here. If possible, I would like to scavenge along the U10 for some coral, perhaps making some healing potions for us in our fight. But that can always be done later.
And Marth says, once we approach the border, we should be able to come across the U10 River. Whether before, if we have time, or after, we will be able to get close to the U10 River to allow you to forage if you wish.
That is all we need.
And Marth stands up and he kind of just claps his hand and says, "All right, perfect. We have our plan. I suppose to the basement."
Mm.
All right, let me open
Agatha,
Yes, Lightbearer.
do you wish Thames to forge you a proper sword?
And actually, let me look at what she's wielding currently.
She's still rocking that, like, fucking rock thing, isn't she?
Yeah, she's rocking an attack shield, if I remember correctly.
Shield and some kind of rock sword.
Yeah. And she kind of just thinks to herself and says,
I've known no other weapon.
It would seem then you should probably join in whenever I teach GMs how to use one.
and she says,
Yes, Lightbearer.
All right.
that convenes our meeting, and the rest of you, Abraham, Drew, Agatha, should you actually, Agatha, do you should know, I would think, you're pretty savvy with these types of things. Would you be able to collect some things in the fields for us here? And she kind of just like nods her head and says,
I will do whatever it is that you need of us.
and she like looks over to Gems. Right, yeah, if you could help, keep him occupied and have him help you with foraging some things, that would be great.
Yes. Foraging for some alchemical ingredients and material components certainly would help.
Any potions that we have at the ready before we approach this border will be very helpful. Anything that we can take. So, should you find any ingredients that we could use, please do pick them up. We do have purchasing power for now, but it will go quick. So, anything that we can manage to get our hands on along the way, we'll take.
Before I head off to the basement, I have a small crafting list.
Okay.
Also, I want to take the iron chest plate from Maxwell if he'll give it up, because he's going to get better armor.
Yeah, he kind of just takes off his coat. Takes off the armor that he has under the coat and hands it over to you. It seems that he has a little bit more wiggle room these days inside of his coat.
Hey. Progress. Yeah, he'll take that, and then he'll go up to the forge.
Perfect.
would you like to? Oh!
He's still here.
Would you like to use your ability to craft, or would you like to do it just naturally? You can. I'm trying to think of how many things you have to craft here. Armor.
It's entirely armor, yeah.
Yeah. So it wouldn't take you a ridiculous amount of time to actually do this, just naturally, anyways. So.
Also, since I haven't done it yet, Tim is going to officially unbandage Chaotica's edge, put it on this fucking anvil, and then purify it.
Let's go.
To destroy it.
And you kind of you put it on the anvil and start to kind of work through your head as to like what the purification process would be. And Forfoden kind of just in your own mind says,
Do not fear it, Thames. Take it firmly within your grasp.
Well, Forfoden said so, so I'm gonna just take it in my hand then. To basically, my goal with the purification is to just destroy the shard, if I have to.
So as you go to kind of reach down for the shard, a very like ethereal kind of light just filters over your fingers in the shape of a glove, and you grab onto the shard itself. And as you kind of inspect the shard, it seems... let me think here. You kind of inspect the shard for a couple of minutes, and Forfoden is definitely kind of eyeing it as well. And he just looks at it and says,
An artifact of pure evil. A difficult one to cleanse. Cleansing it is possible, however, it will destroy its useful properties.
That is fine. I want to rid it from this world. Besides, there is another artifact of evil that I would put more effort into obtaining.
Very well, then. Grab a hold of the artifact and close your eyes.
He'll do so.
Become one with the stone. As if it is a part of your body. Feel its earthly essence become a part of you.
Tim's will like try to do that. It's a little abstract for him, but he'll give it a shot.
And you kind of do so, and much to your surprise, much like kind of what would be a good comparison? Perhaps wearing something for a very, very long time, or having something attached to your body for a very long time, like a watch. It feels like it kind of naturally starts to just be a part of your everyday, and even a part of your body to a certain degree. And so this is what the shard feels like, kind of in your hand, as you now feel as if it is a part of you itself. And he says,
Very good, Thames. I know it is a bit odd, but open your eyes now.
I'll open them up.
And as you open up your eyes, the kind of chaos embedded in this shard has now made its way into the ethereal gloves that emanate around your hand.
What am I supposed to do with this?
Just shake it out into the wind. It'll go. Its useful properties are no longer there. It can cause no one harm.
Right. Then Tim's like leave the forge for a second, open up the gate, and then just like toss it out like a bug in a napkin.
Whooshoo! And yeah, the shard itself looks as if best comparison I can give it is Bunnicula. If you've ever read those books or read those books, Bunnicula would suck kind of the life essence out of I believe like fruits and vegetables, and they would look completely bleak by the end of it. This thing is very, very pale.
Perhaps I can find something else to put in it later. Timsel will then go, make some armor. Let's see. I want to make, for Marth, he gets an iron chest plate.
Okay.
Which is medium armor. Max gets steel chest plate. Look down gets a steel chest plate.
Yes.
Agatha gets a steel chest plate. I think Pivot's currently maxed out on his armor.
Yeah, I think so.
Reinforced leathers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Gems will get an aluminum chest plate.
All right. Agatha, and then look down for your steel chest plate if you wouldn't mind sending him the stats for it.
Gotcha. Also, I'll take off the Marauder armor and just put on the steel chest plate that I had in the vault.
Okay.
Just because, yeah, I don't think we're intimidating our way out of that border.
Did you say you made? What did you say you made for Max? You said steel.
Yep.
Okay. Perfect. All right. And as you kind of make your way back down here, oops, not upstairs, downstairs. Abraham is kind of just getting himself prepped. He's gonna go spend some time in Bidlums. And these two have made their way out into the fields.
Gotta go pick some cotton.
No!
No.
No. Put that cloak away. Did anybody wish to do anything while Thames was making armor?
Lookdown is literally just stay in his seat, just with a stare of indecision. Too much shit to have to do, or it feels like he has to do.
Oh no.
Pivot's actually gonna pull Marth aside here for a second.
Hmm?
So, looking through my current alchemical lists, I came across a certain recipe. I feel this is one I need to get your green light for, if I even want it, frankly.
What might that be?
It's a poison called pestilence.
Oh.
It lives up to its name. It's a gaseous, airborne venom. The more it spreads, the more potent and dangerous it becomes among its recipients. Frankly, it's the kind of thing you drop in a town's well to ruin it for years to come.
And Marth kind of just very briefly thinks to himself and then says, "You have the green light. I trust you."
You said?
Yes.
Very well.
We'll use it with caution, but should we need to, we will need to.
Right. Alright. In that case, Maxwell,
Yo!
I'm going to need your help with something. He's like walking out of the room as he says that.
Oh, jeez, man, that's so cool. Nobody ever needs me for anything. I think I would be a great help with some chemical brewing for your potions.
Yes, I need you to, I need your assistance with a certain ingredient.
Oh, like my blood? Oh, man.
No,
I
no.
get queasy around
No.
needles.
He's fucking walking to the smithy as he says this. So for this particular thing I need to create, I need a particularly vile collection of fermented piss.
Oh, boy. Jeez. Are you sure you got the right guy? I mean, I feel like Thames takes nastier pisses than me.
They're just gonna give Max a look.
Yeah, you know what? I got you.
And he's like pulling a jar up from under the alchemy table. Take this. I don't care what you do or when you do it. Just return it to the table here. I'll deal with it later.
Anything to be useful to the cause, I guess. And then he kind of like walks out, and he walks over to the water. He's like, "No time to start, but today, right now." And he starts drinking heavily from the well.
Yes, I'll figure that out.
Doing it.
And then he's actually gonna have to. He's gonna have to go find Thames. Actually, he's probably actually in the smithy.
Yeah, he's still probably in the smithy at this point. Bring him down, bring him up. Put him down.
Pack it up, pack it in.
Thames.
Hmm.
The rat corpses in the dungeon. Where'd you put them?
Thames
Or you
will.
just dump them outside and...
Well, you see, I do not need the corpse, I need their eyes. I have a couple eyes.
I need the full corpses, unfortunately.
I have an idea.
Hmm.
They tend to just show up there in the dungeons. Maybe there'll be one or two.
Perhaps.
If not, there's one rat that was just in the dungeons that Maxwell took out.
What?
Gems.
Yes. Sorry.
You just hear.
Don't drown yourself.
Yes, sir.
What did you tell Maxwell to do?
I told him to piss in a jar.
Why is he making those sounds?
Ben's actually gonna look inside.
You kind of just peer your head out and look down the corridor, and he's just like like grabbing a hold of the teeth on the bottom jaw and kind of shoving his face up to the dragon and just like drinking as much as he possibly can. He like kind of finally plops down. He's like, "Oh God, okay, yeah, that'll do." And he like looks around. He's like, "I don't think there's a. All right, I'll just do my room."
Steps back into the smithy and he's sent
Gamer
waterboarding
Gatorade
himself.
piss.
God.
Yes. The wonders of alchemy.
Right. So, do you need anything else from me, or...
No, I'll let you get back to it.
Right. By the way, I may be able to get some things in Necrolife that can aid your armor. Or you could work on very heavier armor.
I'm afraid I don't quite have the build for that.
I have an idea. Maybe you can train with Maxwell.
I think I have a few more important things to be doing, I'm afraid.
If you say so.
Hmm.
Then I'll just get back to making the armor.
Alright, now it's time to go rat hunting.
Perfect. You
Well,
you
you know where
looking
Maxwell is.
you looking to the dungeons? Where you headed?
I mean, yeah, the dungeons are a pretty likely place, but pretty much just search like the dungeons, the kitchen, and then I'll probably just sort through the basement.
you head to the dungeons themselves, the Marth Dungy. And it seems like it's been relatively cleaned up. It doesn't seem like there's really much in terms of just prime places for the rats to live in down here. And as you go into, you said like the kitchen area.
Yeah.
You know what? No, why not? It seems like the prime spot for one singular. Let's see. Where's my rat tokens? Rats.
Let's go.
Whatever happened to Steven?
Mm.
A rat is just kind of
If you killed
rummaging
Steven, I'm outta
around
here.
in some of your food here and just like dragging it out and eating it and just screaming.
Pivot's gonna uncover his wrist crossbow and shoot it.
All right, roll
It's
for
like without
a,
hesitation.
roll for a hit.
That's a 17.
That'll
Oh,
do.
no.
And roll for a damage.
Yeah.
Damage.
10 damage.
Wow.
You kill the rat in
No.
one just projectile. It goes kind of right through its skull. It goes gets stuck right inside the food sack.
Well, I probably should have aimed better. Hello. Goes and collects the rat.
Perfect.
Also, why was that rat the size of Pivot? It's a
Big
big
ass
ass rat.
You know how they feed these rats in Bilms, bro. New York City shit.
They feed them full pizzas. It's ridiculous. And I don't. I think kind of by now, Thames, after Pivot's little adventure of looking for rats, is finished up with his armor crafting. Maxwell has juiced himself, and
What? You want to repeat that?
Got Pivot's gamer Gatorade piss right here.
yeah. Maxwell
That
kind of
shit is
heads out with like a vial, and despite drinking so much water, it seems that he's dehydrated himself for so many years that it's still just like golden. And he kind of just like is walking side by side with you, Thames. It's just like, yeah, yo.
What?
I don't. What do you mean? What? Why are you so grumpy all the time?
You said yo. That means that that's hello. What do you need?
Oh, I don't know. I just wanted to say hi.
Tim just doesn't respond.
Pivot's fucking watching out of the kitchen hallway with a rat spitting on a crossbow bolt.
Yeah, just carrying a giant rat with you.
Do we hear Maxwell's kidneys crying out and rejoice that now that they have finally received water in 5 years?
You hear it, yippee! And
We
Maxwell
actually hear a Kid
goes
Rock
over.
concert.
Yeah. Maxwell heads over to you, and he's just like, "Be careful, it's kind of full."
Hmm. Alright, thank you. Now to find two more of these damn things. The rats, not you.
Tim's looks at Pivot holding a jar of Maxwell piss and a dead rat. Looks at that, turns around, straight back up the stairs.
No. Where would you?
Oh,
like
don't worry, I'm heading that direction.
Tim's goes right back down the stairs to the other way.
As I said, the wonders of alchemy.
I have to look down this and hold up the steel armor.
Mm.
And then I have to go give James this, and he'll hold the backstabbing knife.
Oh, jeez.
Mm.
It's probably gonna be the most useful he'll ever be.
That is very true, honestly.
Do you know where Look Down is?
Last I knew, he was still within the meeting room.
Well, there's one way to find out. Look down.
He's not there.
Where is Luke down?
I guess he's not there.
I suppose not.
Then I'll go up.
You head upstairs. Look down. Whereabouts are you?
So after this would have been when Pivot was killing the rat and Thames was just finishing up and Max was doing his thing. Just how the timeline works.
Mhm.
He would have been in the meeting room for like most of that, and then he would have actually gotten up and went into the dungeons to his cell.
Oh, damn. Yeah, you are in the dungeons while all this is kind of happening, and you arrive back at your cell. It has been cleaned out fairly well. There's still a couple of candles that were kind of the wax was so caked in that it's just stuck to the floors.
I just kind of like walk up to it. I don't go inside of it or anything like that, but I walk up to it and put my, wrap my hands around the bar to think I might have escaped once. Or almost did. She was dead. And I was free. And then he tightens his grip on the bars and just says, I will not let her put me back. And I'll try to break the door.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Give me a strength check.
At most, just at least try to bend it. It's a 12? 11.
Yeah, you kind of spot out, you kind of just grab a hold of the rails themselves and start to try to bend them. And it seems like one area in particular has been just, these dungeons are very old. One kind of bar kind of buckles just a little bit, and bends kind of under your strength.
And like in his frustration of not being able to break it, he just kind of pointlessly or fruitlessly just kind of keeps trying until he finally gives up and then just slides down with his back to it. And just looks across at the cell across from him as like the scene of Marth, Thames fighting the mice and Alice picking up Steven replays in his head.
And Mr. Servia Daniels, where's your token, Shah? He appears next to you, and kind of just looks at the cell. Doesn't make eye contact with you, but very kind of somberly says, "When you see her next time, what will you do?"
I don't know. I feel like right now I have so many things to do, and I don't know how to do them all.
And he just kind of looks over to you and says, I'll be here with you along the way. As painful as it is, I feel like we are slowly getting the answers that we want. And he kind of remembers something and looks over to you and says, when you were talking to Pivot, you had brought up the fact that you had been inside these cells for as long as I can remember when you were a child, and that is true. I never once remember you being outside of these cells. So perhaps that dream is actually just a dream. There's a firm possibility, at least. I hope so, at least.
I heard they're called nightmares.
Yeah. But what I am saying is, I mean, at the very least, it hurt inside the dream like I've never felt as far as pain before, but at the end of the day, I was still here. And I felt fine when we woke up. I just... It might be some good news that hopefully these dreams aren't real. But the first one that you had, that area, it felt so familiar. I've been there before. I know I have.
Maybe I've never dreamed before, so maybe I'm thinking too much on it, but with how real they feel, and I don't know, I just don't know. With her being back is already more than enough. And why would I dream about you getting something for me?
Maybe guilt, but why would you? Nothing has been your fault at all. You owe me nothing. I don't know. Look down.
I don't down.
Oh God. And Serviad kind of picks that up, and he kind of just comes to the other side of you and just like looks you directly in the eye, and he says, "You didn't look down."
What?
Nothing. And he kind of just like steps back and he smiles and he says, "You know, of everything that has happened, I do have to say overall that it's mostly good. And when it comes to Soliot, perhaps at the end of the day, maybe we'll see her behind that cell."
I never want to see her again. The last time that I see her, I want to make sure she is dead.
And so be it. That's your answer. And he starts to kind of fade, and he says, "And next time you talk to Pivot, could you ask him who Rodriguez?" Whew. Fades away.
Look down just kind of sits in silence for a little bit, thinking of all the things that he has planned in his head, and the fact that Soliet's back, and that there's a giant, apparently underground that he doesn't even know about,
So many things to learn.
Yeah. Still wants to learn how to read and write. Wants to learn how to get better at using weapons. Wants to learn how to craft things. For the first time, he's like has stuff to do and he feels overwhelmed. Rodriguez. Okay. And look down. We'll stand up.
You stand up
Look
and are
into
you?
his skull one last time.
Mhm.
And then leave.
Damn. Let's go. And at this point, you kind of hear Thames have called you, and it kind of echoes through the hall, and you arrive just as he starts to go upstairs.
Yeah.
And
Did I hear him say yeah?
What is it?
yeah, just as you start to kind of make your way up a couple of stairs, you hear him call out from the hallway.
Oh, there you are. I have something for you. May have to get a little used to being able to put it on. Fortunately, the straps have to be a little finicky, otherwise it does not protect very well. And then he'll present you with the steel chest plate.
Thank you.
Let me know if you need help putting it on.
He tries to put it on and fails at it. Like he just like immediately is just like, all right, let's see if I can put this on. And clearly does not know what he's doing.
Tim's will like go like kind of one step at a time. Kind of. He'll point out how and like what to strap on first, but he won't do it, for you. He'll try to like teach you how to.
Perfect. And he, maybe he gets confused at certain bits, not knowing the terminology or the verbiage, but eventually he'll get it on.
Yeah, Tim has very similar armor on, so he can just like show you.
Show step by step. Sweet. Then yes.
Assuming Maxwell's still there as well. Thames will kind of look over and say, "You also have new armor. It's in the smithy."
Yeah, I mean, like, I think that you could probably, like, I don't know, there's so much you could do with alchemy. Maybe you could even clone me. What?
You have armor in the smithy.
Oh, cool. All right, anyways, I'll be back.
He says eagerly.
Why would you want me to clone you? One of you's already enough. Gonna make a rat version of you. That'd be funny. Like a rat Maxwell kicked against the wall or something. I don't fucking know.
Raxwell?
Ratswell.
I turned myself into a rat, Morty.
Marth, I turned myself into a rat. I'm Raxwell.
No, I hate it. Disgusting. No. Oh god. Max finally makes his way kind of back downstairs as Marth approaches you guys in the hallway here. And he looks to you all and says, "All right, we'll try to be short, but we'll see what we can do down there. See what she had. You all ready?"
You have armor in the smithy as well.
And he's like, "Oh, great. Excuse me."
I try to make it befitting of Patovian royalty. Slightly nicer than Maxwell's.
And he looks at Maxwell's, and I mean, Maxwell's looks pretty good himself. Like, Marth is used to working in, with whatever he's kind of had. A lot of beat up armor in the past as a soldier, so he's just like, yeah,
I mean, that looks great.
Oh, he means better than Max's iron chest plate. Max has steel now.
Ah, I see what you're saying. And he thanks you, and he heads upstairs, grabs his armor, and after a minute comes back down.
I'll go into the armory for a second and see if anyone's there.
See if anyone's there, you said?
Yeah, the armory that was below there.
Oh, got you. Yeah, you do head into the armory here, and it seems that Abraham Drew is kind of just packing a bag and getting ready to head out into Bilbs for the day.
Is Jim's here? Has he been around here?
No, he headed out with Agatha. Agatha is her name. Yes.
Well, if he comes back, hand him this. Tell him not to poke himself with it. Hand him the backstabbing knife.
Ooh.
And he kind of like grabs it, and he's like,
Oh yeah, I'll deliver it to him. Yes.
David's actually going to step over to the armory door as well. Abraham, while you're in Bilms, could you stop by the alchemical shop and tell me what they've got on stock?
Oh yes, surely, of course.
Thank you very much.
I'll sort out the materials when they come back with them too.
should they find anything. He's just like kind of shakes his head and takes his bag and brings it over his shoulder and starts kind of like rickettily walking towards the door.
Pivot's gonna clear out of the way.
Yeah. Dims will like back out.
And Marth kind of makes sure that everybody is kind of in the area. Once Abraham Drew goes upstairs, he
You must gather your party.
Now that everybody's here, we are going to head into the basement.
Are you sure you would like to continue?
Let me.
The other things you want to do before you trudge forward.
1 out of 5.
This
2
is
out
the
of
point of
5,
no
3 out of
return.
5.
Let's see, layering. Let me just. Actually, let me just.
Seriously, that message popped up as the bane of my existence.
There
There might be more things to do. Fuck!
No! Okay, then
Did I do
fine.
everything?
If you're insisting so much, I will.
Fine, let me double check my journal real quick. Fuck.
Let's see.
I mean, I'm glad that they have that, but yeah, there is that dread of like, did I fucking forget something? Did I miss something?
Chaos stream. It is loading map. Need to put on right song. Here we go.
What's funny is that the right song is the only one that's left. Ha ha ha.
Oh, it's loading. This poor map has so many assets to load. The funny part is it like literally is working past like the same asset, just like a duplicate asset, and then once it's past that, it's just like zoop, fully loaded up. Oh yeah, there it goes. Soul. You all head into the basement and make your way down to... Hold on, I'll reveal screen in just 1 sec.
One. Liar!
I need another second! There we go. It was 2. Oh, fuck. Wait. Clear, disable fog. Oh, my goodness. Give me 1 other second. It's being very lame right now.
What?
Hi. Yeah, there we go. Disable fog. You make your way into the basement once more, and
Excuse you?
what happened?
I'm not making it into the basement once more. This is my
For
first
the
time.
for the literal first time. Yeah, look down. You kind of see an entire, what seems like almost like a different world with how kind of vast it is down here.
Okay, before we even get to here, I have like a mild panic attack when I see that bitch's face at the bottom of water. Are you kidding me? You think I'm gonna walk by
It's
that and not
erased.
have a...
Tim's got rid of it.
Oh, thank goodness! Thames, you're a hero.
Also,
My
would it-
apologies, I didn't know that. Or I missed that.
Oh yeah, it happened whenever Tim's ventured down here. Would it be a little too much to ask if Tim's could try to purify that eye on the way down here?
Oh,
Please no.
do you want to try?
I would wait till there's no one to look into it, and then also have my eyes closed and ask for them before I lift up the door.
Let me bring you upstairs quick here. Yeah, you come upstairs after everybody kind of passes you by. Yeah, it seems like none of the contraptions kind of are alive anymore, like you had with Pivot. Oh, oops, Pivot. Speaking of, and you go to kind of close your eyes and lift the grates off of the picture here, and after a couple of seconds of just hearing,
This one cannot be purified, James. It is still as dangerous and active as it is ever. It is still a part of an organic life. I cannot alter it.
That is troubling.
Troubling indeed. I sense horrible chaos from this.
Then I will reach for the grate and put it back over it.
perfect.
Then, whenever I get down there, I'll say, apparently, according to Forfo, then that eye in the painting, the thing that killed me before, it's part of something still living.
I want to look in it.
No.
Let me have a turn.
Look,
I can't save your ass this time if you do. So no.
The statues be gone.
Look, this character is literally just, I want to interact with it and see what it does to me.
Experiment on me, please.
It's
And,
I'm special and I want to see how special I really am, alright?
Marth kind of just listens to what you have to say, and he's like, "That is extremely troubling." Okay. We'll have to definitely keep our eyes peeled. Max,
Why don't
he
we
kind of
just
pats
put
him on
a
the
box over that damn thing and never look at it again.
Oh no, I'm going to look at it again whenever whatever it is connected to dies.
And
It's been on the spirit.
Max kind of like looks at the floor and he's like, "Didn't you say there was like a massive hole here?"
Yeah, where did it go?
I patched it up. I figured that the floor having a massive hole was not intentional. No.
Oh.
It is for the better. I guess that leaves our only option as to the doors.
Well, I could take out the tile, but it just seems long-winded.
And it looks like 100-foot drop beneath the tile, so.
After hearing the word 100, look down just starts counting on his fingers.
I can count to four. I can count to
I can't count no more.
Let's go try the door then.
Who would like to take the lead?
Honestly, Pivot will, if nobody else does.
Look, I'm the character that will not say, I'll do it. I'm the character that will say, that's going to wait for somebody to tell him to do it, and then he'll do it. So
I'll go behind Pivot in case I need to tactically chuck him behind me and tank damage.
And Maxwell will kind of just like, ooh, yep, yeah, all right, man. Maxwell, our Marth will take third here if you wanna fill in.
if yeah, I guess. So.
And you head over to the latch here, and it seems like it is unlocked.
Hey.
Oops. I need to bring everybody down. And you head down to the staircase here to the room of oh god why. And I'm assuming there's no other kind of way to go. You kind of step through.
Pivot will inspect the rune sequences that were on the wall before, just to make sure they're deactivated first.
And give me an arcane check.
23.
Bingo, they are no longer there. It seems like this trap has been deactivated.
Offline as well. Right then.
And you make your way into the room here, and there's a lot of seizures. No.
They're back!
It seems like the room is still unoccupied. It seems like the seizure rates, whatever's kind of left of them, are still in the same position as they've been left. I think Tens came through and took one of their skulls, but yeah. And all that lies ahead of you is the giant doors.
Pivot's going to inspect them, see if there's any clear indication for how they might open.
Let's see. For how they might open. Are you looking for something, perhaps, just like a regular thing or a magical based?
If you'll start out looking normally, if you don't find anything, he'll switch to a magical.
Okay. Yeah, give me the observation, and then give me arcane if that one doesn't give you.
That's a 12?
It seems like it's just it seems like it doesn't have anything special to it, kind of non-magically.
Magically. 12.
And it seems like, as you kind of inspect the door, what kind of struck you as something perhaps magical before, it doesn't really seem like it has any type of magical property now.
Seems like a normal door. Nice now.
We good to open?
As far as I can tell, it's good to give it a try.
Maxwell, you took the right.
Yep, alright, here we go. Clunk, clunk. Gets himself into position here.
Look down, could you help him?
I look down and I walk over.
And then Tim, as he's walking by, will say, I'm not going to be too overconfident. Marth, you take the left too. And I'll go on the left.
Alright, and give me a
I'll
strength
supervise.
Here. You're pushing too hard. You're not pushing hard enough. And Narcost and CSGO.
I kind of picture Pivot is waiting there, ready to blast whatever is waiting on the
Yeah,
other
pretty
side.
much, yeah.
I can't tell if this is technically cocked. Yeah, that's cocked, because it could be a 1 or a 19. Okay.
I rolled a dirty 20 for strength.
Okay.
Nice. That's not my sheet. 13.
13 for you. This side actually opens up kind of just fine. This door. You open it up kind of just fine. It seems that like you kind of start to push on the left side here. Oh wait, sorry, you rolled a dirty 20, right?
Yep.
Actually, yep, yeah. You open up both doors just fine.
Except apparently it's only Thames pushing on the left one.
Yeah, Marth seems like he kind of gets like a decent kind of push on it, but not anything too crazy.
He slips.
Lose it all, slip and fall.
And the door opens up for you all.
Dungeon Man, the doors didn't actually move.
And the doors,
Emergency
let me see. It's actually not even showing me that
The
it's locked in
doors
place, but I
slam
can't
shut
move
your
them.
character and squish
Oh.
you between them. You die.
That's because they're
Oh.
locked together. I'm gonna leave them there.
Just a giant red words like
Chasm.
MS paint that says open with an arrow pointing to it.
Neon sign pointing.
Yeah. Electrical
Um,
sounds and all.
You head into a the next room here, and there are tons of kind of just gargoyles lining the wall. A couple of chests, and it seems like a campfire sitting in the middle of the room.
Chests.
Chests.
Booba?
I heard you right. That's what you said.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why are there
Ever-
devils lining the wall?
Who puts a campfire down here?
Yeah, all this kind of strikes me as a bit odd.
David's actually gonna walk to that gargoyle closest on the left.
Okay.
Look,
He's gonna inspect it to
character.
see if it's a golem.
Give me a nature check.
I'm not gonna lie, like out of character. I'm like, yeah, we came through a room of seizure wraiths, and you know,
That's
smog.
a 15.
You inspect this thing, and it seems to be dead still. It seems like it has no kind of animated life whatsoever, and probably will not do so either.
Doesn't seem animated. Just statue.
I want to light the campfire, but I am concerned about what may happen.
And yeah, Marth kind of just like looks around, and he's like, "Why would she put just a area of respite in her own basement?"
It's not even an area of respite. Smoke will fill the chamber, and it will be asphyxiated.
Yeah, I guess that's true. And he kind of like looks up, and yes, the ceiling is relatively tall, but after a quick little bit, the smoke will fill right up, and it would be bad news bears indeed.
Perhaps the flame they would light would be magical and does not give smoke.
Maybe. I'm just gonna go to the left.
To the left here.
Yeah.
You head kind of down the hallway here a little bit, and you see a statue that has been kind of it has been knocked off of its legs. You can clearly tell that it has been purposefully kind of destroyed.
Can I hold the statues of?
Sure. Give me a religion check.
Okay. 17.
This is a broken statue of. It resembles Niall. It does not look kind of specifically like her, but this is definitely a statue that you've seen a couple of times mass-produced throughout Mechalite to just kind of celebrate Niall.
Is it made out of stone, I presume?
Yep.
There is a broken statue of Njal over here.
Free materials, I suppose.
About that, I may have already gotten what I needed from the valley for the foreseeable future, but may be useful.
Couldn't hurt
Well,
for
that should be
repairs. It'd be quite funny for a Mechlite soldier to walk up to the wall and just see the face of Niall staring back as part of the brickwork.
I like that idea.
Marth,
Yeah.
was this basement so vast before in the castle?
No. It seems like it's certainly been expanded on.
And Thames, you didn't do any of this work, no?
No, which makes me wonder, when did Soliet learn stonemasonry? It's a pretty hard craft to learn. Don't know if magics could do it. It probably could, honestly.
A sufficiently animated golem with enough knowledge could. And he's walking over to Thames.
Where were the chests?
The chests are... Oh, are they invisible? What the fuck? Wait, why are they actually invisible?
Yeah, I was like, are you talking about the benches? Like,
Yeah.
Huh? Why?
They're there now, but you know.
I'll like walk over there and can I inspect to see if this looks like normal? Is it like trapped or?
Give me an observation check for traps.
Okay. 11.
You try to kind of just look at the chest to see if there's anything by nature that pops out to you that looks like it could be a trap. It doesn't really seem like anything. You're not entirely sure, but yeah.
I don't think it's trapped. And then I'll go to open the chest.
You go to open up the chest, and it is actually unlocked. And as you open it up, you see flesh treats.
oh,
Maybe save these for Tim.
some
Tim
more flesh
says-
treats.
Try not to gag, because yeah, this is disease-ridden, definitely.
Kind of gnarly.
Are there rats in there? There's probably rats in there.
Rats.
Hey, you gave me the ability to make chemical weapons. Don't be surprised when I'm like, little rats.
There are actually indeed no rats in the chest here.
Oh man.
I'm not gonna lie. Out of character, these flesh treats have to be more than just Tim Tam.
Probably.
I mean, well, it's a necromancer, man. Rotten flesh. Come on.
I guess that's fair.
You just make a ghoul out of a fucking box. Like,
May as well be thorough. I'll check the right one as well.
You head over to the right, and you inspect it kind of with your observation check. Doesn't seem like anything's really different about this chest. And open it up, and lo and behold, flesh treats.
Also, mounds of rotten flesh. Perhaps this room is simply a predecessor of what is to come.
And Marth kind of just like looks around the room and says, "Either way, I have to say this is nicer than puzzles and things trying to kill us. So we'll take it where we can get it, I suppose."
certainly more pleasant than a book screaming letters at you. Oh, it's unsettling.
Door brigade, or door brigade. We're going to have another door to open.
Next door.
Door brigade.
You head down to this next door here, and it seems like this one is not as kind of hefty. It is a very large door, but it seems like it would require less kind of strength to open it up.
Pivot is going to inspect it first, just magically and mundanely.
Sure. Give me...
That's arcane would be 14. Oh, not 20 on the observation.
Nice.
So as far as observation goes, it does, we'll give it actually a combined between the two. It does seem like currently it's actually just a regular door, through your observation. You definitely see some like kind of etchings into the wood itself.
that would probably have sealed this door originally from your arcane check, but it does not seem like it's active.
Was sealed. It's been disenchanted like the others. Should be safe to open.
Maxwell makes his way to the door.
I make my way.
I will assist.
I want to be useful.
And give me strength checks.
Heave!
Since it's smaller, does Thames get advantage?
Yep.
Shit.
That is a 22.
Why are my rolls so bad all the time? 22, and
Yeah.
for
I got an 11.
your side opens up here. I wish I could display without. Yep, there you go. It opens up for you. This side, for some reason, it seems like they're a little. The old men are a little bit gassed. They go to push, but they cannot get it open. You do have one door open.
I mean, I guess we don't need both doors, but...
I agree.
You know, I have a feeling if I didn't piss before, I would have had some more room for me, but...
What?
Probably
Max,
has to piss
but-
again.
Please keep those comments to yourself. Nobody wants to hear that. And Marth will actually head in here. Mr. Maxwell.
Odo stepped in when the
Hey.
door opened.
Yes, we're all going in.
All in. And I'll kind of pause you right before you enter any further here. You enter the room and you see several cages. A long kind of... it's definitely been down here for a while. Very kind of just broken up, dilapidated floor with a rug that is seen better days, so to say. A runner. And yeah, it seems like there's several cages and you see several bones in each of these cages.
Does this give like a reminiscence of Renthal and his antics?
Yes, Mr. Thames, you have definitely seen cages similar to this before in your days with Mr. Renthal.
This looks like his Renthal's work. Fucking sickening. Can I look through all the cages? Do I see any Turliad bones?
You head through the cages here, and as you kind of inspect them, give me a nature check.
Okay. That is a 15.
You do not see any Turliad bones, no. You kind of make a thorough inspection of everything, and it seems like whatever was in here was A, either a monster, or B, an animal.
Is that a fucking dinosaur skeleton? Hey, yo.
Yeah, David's actually gonna go inspect the dinosaur skeleton, try to figure out what the fuck that is.
Also, give me a nature check.
18.
So, just kind of judging from the sheer size of this thing, you have never seen a creature that has kind of met this stature and this kind of build between the two. But it kind of sparks something in your mind. You kind of looked down to the bones on the ground here, and you spot a couple of horns, which is a clear indicator that this... because it's 3, and 2 of them are kind of wrapping. There's 2 kind of long jaw bones that wrap around from the outside, almost like a centipede. This is a mythical beast, or was a mythical beast, a Lyforus.
Lyforus. Damn shame.
I've seen them before in Mechalite. statues, rather.
Not one could be confined to such a cage. Sickening.
And oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Tims will just say, if this is a step up from the room before, I would perhaps expect trouble in the next room.
And
The pit itself.
Marth like agrees with you, kind of just nods and says, "Yeah, we best be prepared for especially the fact that nothing has attacked us thus far. Perhaps the calm before the storm."
Lookdown would like to go to the cage to the left there, that first one.
Mm-hmm.
And just look in it.
You look in the cage. Are you looking for anything in particular?
No, just seeing what's in there.
You look, and it seems like it's a couple of different. Actually, just give me a nature check.
Oh man, yeah, that's funny. That is hilarious, my guy. That's a 5.
Nat 20. So from your 5 nature check, you don't really distinguish anything as far as what kind of animals or monsters might have been inside this pen. However, you can kind of spot that some of these bones are different than some of the other ones. It seems that multiple creatures were caged inside this same kind of small cage.
Hmm. I just rest my hand on the cage.
I swear, are those lights fucking Durliad skulls? What else can they be otherwise?
I do love this. I do.
Pivot's gonna check the smaller cage next to the light for us. See what's in there.
You check the small cage here next to the life forest, and it seems like a kind of a bunch of just broken up bones. One skull in particular that is there, probably resembling something what might be like a bowl, perhaps. However, the bones that are under it seems like they have been chewed on, kind of tampered with. It seems like this thing has been dead probably longer than the rest of the things in this area.
Alright. I don't think there's much less for us in here except the bones of the dead.
Can I tell what those lights are? Like, what kind of creature it would have been if I've seen it in Renthal's repertoire before?
Yeah, give me another nature check.
Okay. 23.
It seems like as you kind of approach these bones and inspect them further, it seems like these are not actually bones. It seems they are kind of replicated to look like bones. However, they are indeed made out of stone and painted to look like bone.
Are they supposed to look like Turliad heads, or are those like just extra bones along the side? Because they kind of look like fins.
These are indeed extra bones along the side of the skull here, just under it. Yep.
Oh, okay. Then, yeah, upon inspecting that further, then I will continue back to the runner, because it's probably incredibly dusty in here.
And Marth looks over to you, look down, and says, "Look down, would you mind scouting out the next area for us here?"
Let's scout.
And I believe there
I remember
is one last... Yep.
Somebody at some point made the comment about me being able to be a scout, and I can't remember who it was and when it happened.
I could have been a Boy Scout.
I think it was Marth that said it. Maybe Pivot. Maybe Thames. Could have been any of you three. Really.
As you kind of approach this this last kind of what you thought would be kind of a doorway, it seems to be just an archway.
I look down it.
You look down the archway here, and give me 1 second. Actually, I'm gonna just darken the screen
Goes into the
just
abyss.
for 1 second here.
No, it's okay. It goes into the abyss. I saw it.
It goes completely into the abyss. The case is solved. Don't need to go to the basement. Let's see. Hide player screen. Gotta make sure. We're taking the risk with something, but you know it's okay. Yeah, you look down the. Get rid of the perfect. You look down the corridor here, and it leads to a very small door that it seems like one person could open by themselves. It seems like it's a door that is that you would kind of just have found in the castle. It seems very cozy, so to speak.
So I don't see anything out of the.
You would have to
here.
just kind of like open up the door, which I think everybody probably will follow you here.
Oh, I thought you
with.
said it was an archway.
Yeah, you down the archway is just a hallway that leads to a door.
Oh yeah, no, I meant in the hallway. There's nothing.
Nope, just
Okay.
a regular hallway.
Then I will walk forward with Pivot. I'll be up in the front with him.
And would you like to open up the storm?
Yeah, I'd like to free fall into the abyss.
You open up the door.
Unless Pivot wants to do the thing that he's been doing every time.
You open up the door and peer through, look down, and are you doing this kind of stealthily?
Yes.
Okay, roll me a stealth check.
You're in the bowels of what would basically be hell. Never mind. That's an 8.
As you kind of open up this door, it kind of just creaks and opens right on up. Makes quite a bit of sound. You tried to open it kind of stealthily, but yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. And as you kind of look into this room, you see?
What the fuck? Oh, yeah, it's the cauldron.
You do indeed see the cauldron all the way down at the end here. You also see, this is all a cliffside here. Across the way here are kind of some tall, kind of cliff-sided walls as well. But above that, you see a massive cage.
What in the name of fucking Gygus is that?
Is this giving me
Oh, I
flashbacks
think
to
I
my
know
dream?
what this was used for.
What was the question? Sorry.
Is this giving me flashbacks to my dream?
Which dream? Sorry.
My first one?
No.
Just in case I'm wrong about my first assumption? Okay. What the
You seen that look down?
I can't explain it.
Is there any immediate threat?
Maybe. I'll look to see if I see anybody in there.
Yeah, give me an observation check.
Hey, 22, 21, 22.
Actually, really good. Okay, good. You do not spot anything, or sorry, any kind of living person in this room. What kind of just strikes your eye more than anything is this dark, kind of almost just seamless, just endless void down below you here. It looks very, very dark and unwelcoming. Ahead of you in the room, you see a throne made out of just bones and corpses. And all the way down here, like I said before, you do see the cauldron as well as some chests. In the center of the room, despite the wall being pretty tall, this cliffside wall, you spot a massive cage inside the center of it. But no
Watch your step. And I'll take a step into the room.
And as you kind of step into the room, almost it's almost just like a marble-like substance, and your footsteps kind of just echo very quietly, just throughout this vast kind of landscape.
I just kind of look into the void, see if it looks back.
You look into the void, and you see literally just the void. It is pitch dark, and seems like it goes on and on.
It's gonna swing the door full open and step in behind, look down.
And what would you like to do?
He's actually gonna try to examine this void in front of him.
Okay.
At least try to get a sense of the energy that's congealed here.
Sure. What would you like to check it for?
Arcana, pretty much. Just see
Okay.
like if I can tell what it is.
Go ahead
Why
and give me
it's here.
give me an arcane check.
That's a dirty 20.
So yeah, you kind of look into this this thick kind of void down here, and it seems like there is nothing to do with magic.
What the fuck? Just another dimension, and just chilling inside ours, I guess.
We need to hot drop on it to fight the unholy one.
This, whatever this is, it's not magical.
It's nothing I've could have even thought of. Pivot, what is this?
I don't know. I can only recommend that you don't step in it.
Okay.
My best guess is congealed chaos, perhaps. That's what it looks like, but it gives off no magical signature, so I can't be sure.
Look down, just nods like he understood what you said.
Maxwell kind of makes his way into the room, and
I say, look down, we'll step to the side some, so
Got
people
you.
can come in.
make as much kind of space. He's kind of sidle.
Pivot's gonna come along down there as well.
Make your way down here. Marth and
mean-
Maxwell will enter. Mr. Thames, would you like to come in as well?
Yeah. Thames will like try to hold his hand out upon seeing the void to see if his purification thing responds to any chaos.
Yeah, so you kind of hold out your hands towards this void, and you go to just push your hand out to it as if to disperse chaos should it exist there, and a small pinprint of a hole poofs into the kind of endless void here, and then instantly fills back up.
I think this entire thing is chaos.
Just pure chaos?
It would not surprise me. Whatever forefather granted me could only make a handprint with a dent in it. Filled back up. See, I'll show you, and I'll try to do it again.
You do it again, and yes, it is literally like maybe the size of like a dime, inside this this kind of dark void, and then it fills itself right back up.
Best to leave it be then. Seems much too strong for us to do anything about.
Let's see what this cage is about.
The throne here. You oh, the cage got you in the center.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. So as you kind of look into the room, Thames, yeah, there's a giant kind of cliffside engraved into the side of the wall here, and this bridge, as you kind of inspect it, looks like it could be made out of indeed bone.
Then he'll quickly make his way towards where everyone else is going. The throne of bone, the bone throne.
The bone throne.
The bone throne!
As you start to kind of walk this way towards the throne here,
We'll about talk this way.
there is a just give me an observation check, Pippin.
16.
Amongst all the kind of corpses, bones, kind of picked dry, you spot kind of closer to you a scepter with a skull directly on top of it.
He'll pick it up and inspect it.
You touch the scepter here, and it kind of, you feel a chill kind of just slowly work up your veins into your arm, and then it just goes right back down, and your arm warms up once more. You get a very odd feeling from this staff.
This stuff is clearly enchanted. Can I inspect it to see if I can determine what it does?
Yep. Give me an arcane check.
Oh, okay. The world says none. Not one, so that would be a 10.
Yeah. So it seems like it is definitely a staff that had been used to. It gives you an ominous feeling, I will say that. It seems like whatever spells were cast from it were probably very powerful. The magic that kind of exists inside of it and what its purposes are don't immediately come to you.
I'll have to inspect that more later.
And are you headed towards the cage, Thames?
Yep.
Okay. Kind of start making your way towards the bridge here. And just from a quick look, you do see that it is kind of rickety.
Then we'll be heading the cageway once he's done this stuff.
Trying to think of ways to go over the bridge without getting dunked like the fucking dunk tank into pure chaos.
Yeah, Chaos Nickelodeon.
Dread pivot speed run, let's go.
Could Tim's imagine that ricketiness is just not rickety?
Ooh.
Look down would be. Oh wow, wait, that's a brilliant. But look down would catch up to Thames.
As far as the bridge goes, you kind of visualize in your mind that this bridge is less rickety, kind of better put together. And yeah, it kind of fills in the gaps of the bridge. It's still made out of bone, but it seems like it's sturdier. Less likely to fall through now.
Those are long bones. Femurs are fucking sturdy, bro.
for a Turliad.
Fair enough, but
True.
maybe I'll leave the long bridge to the lighter folk. Then I'll try to do the same to the right bridge.
Okay. And yeah, you do the same to the right bridge, and it kind of patches up the holes that are inside of it. And as you kind of look down, you see just an odd carpet.
It also looks kind of like a cool carpet. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's very kind of ornate, and like the chests look kind of finer and kind of better put together than the ones that you'd come across in the dungeon.
There's a signpost there.
Yes.
What does that sign say? It says enjoy a sit, I swear. I'm walking across the bridge. I gotta see what that signpost says.
All right. And you're just walking across it regularly?
Yep.
Give me a 20 roll, just a flat 20.
Okay. My dice of a haunted man are recharged, so rage. That's a 14. I'm adding 2d6 to this because I'm not fucking getting dunked. Okay, 24 on a d20 rolled somehow. But we'll take it.
You kind of normally just walk across this bridge just to see what's on the other side. And it seems like you kind of have your footing under yourself. You just kind of continue to walk through this bridge. You get to right about here, and oops, sorry. And you feel kind of one of the bones buckle a little bit, and give me add the agility saving modifier as well. Sorry.
If I add it, it goes down.
That is, yeah, that's okay.
So that's a 22 then.
A bone kind of just very subtly starts to buckle, but you kind of just tiptoe over it, make sure just not to apply any pressure to it, and just walk across the bridge.
What sign say?
As you approach the sign here, the sign states, let me open up. Let me open up the document labeled a basement shit. The sign says, "Who did I meet forth?" And as you kind of read this, upon the chest, you see a couple of different faces resembling those in the party appear on the chest. And it is, of all the faces, it is Thames, Marth, Lookdown, Maxwell, and Pivot.
Wait. Thames would have, like, a really fucking good memory of this, wouldn't he? Because, like, he knows who was there whenever he got there, and he knows who wasn't there as time went on.
So you definitely would have known who within the castle she would have kind of met first, and who was around. Yes, I would say so. As to like who she met in like the direct like timeline for it, maybe not. But you'd have a really good estimate for sure.
Okay, with my best estimate, like, who would I know being like number one?
Number one is 100% yourself.
Mm-hmm. Who would I reckon number two to be? Would it be Lookdown? Because 50 years-ish?
That'd be Marth.
I would say two that are Marth.
Yeah, number two you would probably estimate would probably be like maybe Marth, maybe Lookdown. Maxwell's pretty old as well, but you didn't really see him in the castle until kind of later on. You saw him kind of in more recent years, towards the end of Marth's sleep.
So then I probably have 2 and 3 down. So it, like, whether it's look down and then Marth, or Marth and look down.
Yep.
So 4th, would that be pivot?
Would that be your guess?
Well, you said Max is in recent years. Is Max after pivot?
Well, I will say so. Like Pivot arrived. You kind of know exactly when Pivot arrived. Maxwell arrived after that. As to like who she met, that's kind of like up in the air. Yeah.
Should I fuck it, we ball, fellas?
Oh man.
Were any other person, we'd be fuck it, we ballin', but it's Soliet.
True, but like, I don't know if if the whole party being here would have any more info.
I mean, we could just shout across the chasm.
Yeah, I'll just shout out. There is there's 5 chests. The sign says, "Who did Soliet meet fourth?" I met Soliet a long, long time ago. Isn't it like 150 years?
Probably
Something like that.
all over.
Yeah. It was probably. I think it was definitely like 150 years in and around. Yeah, it's been a long time.
When did you meet Soliet? Look down.
I look
Can
down.
you count the years?
No. I don't know.
Then he'll ask Marth.
And as you're kind of screaming across this massive chasm, it kind of just reverberates further and further still, around and all around you, just echoing, bouncing off the walls. And from the depths appears a mighty monster.
The fuck?
The unholy
Project
one.
Rental.
Hold on, let me, there we go. And, everybody roll for initiation.
Oh, wonderful.
What the fuck?
Bruh.
Roll the 4.
Nat 20.
Let's see, where's the,
Roll a 1.
4 for, who was it, looked on?
Yep.
1 for Thames. What was yours, Piven?
Nat 20.
Oh, nice, okay. And then let me roll for Marth, Max, and then these all go on the same turn. Marth, 5. Maxwell, 14. And Monster, nat 20s as well. Go ahead and just re-roll for me really quick.
Yep. 15.
5. Okay, so he'll go after you. And that is where
Pivot's
we're-
ready for any Soliet bullshit.
yeah, you've been training all your life for this very moment. And that is where we're going to end tonight's episode.
The fuck is that thing?
I will say, as this monster kind of slowly appears, kind of from this endless void, it kind of just you sense that it's definitely missing an eye, which begins kind of floating about and quickly observing each and every single one of you. And from the endless void, as it's protruding, you hear it a song start to play from below. One hand after another slowly start to grab a hold of the edges of this cliffside, and it seems that they are ravenous. And as this monster appears, it is just kind of singing this song, and we will pick up combat on the next episode. Good luck. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining this evening. Thank you for joining Bald Decker. We are in a very interesting position here. I actually didn't expect them to go into the basement. I'm not even gonna lie to you. There was a chance that they were gonna have an encounter. It was just simply the yelling. Definitely provoked this thing. So we will see how well this one pans out on the next episode here. Let me actually just move everybody in place. Perfect. Thank you so much for joining. Like I said before, I hope you all have a lovely rest of your evening. We will pick up next Friday with this fight as well as all the border stuff. And yeah, the party is in for a new chapter in the good old Nickel Mention storybook. If you haven't already, make sure to check out the Patreon. We just reached our $250 goal. I'll be updating the goal very soon. We'll probably do 300 something. I'll have to think of something really, really good for it. But yeah, thank you for joining, and I hope you all have a good one. Peace.